Good afternoon and welcome inside Regency Furniture Stadium as we are set for today's game, the third in a four-game series between the visiting Sugar Land Skeeters and your home Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. It's baseball and education day here at Regency Furniture Stadium as the kids file in and the seats are already packed for a day of baseball, fun, and learning fun with the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. I'm Brandon Belanda, and we're here for Game 3 of this series. They've split so far. Sugar Land took the opener 5-3 in 10 innings on Monday before the Blue Crabs bounced back on a phenomenal performance from Justin DeFreitas last night as DeFreitas threw 8.2 innings, giving up 2 runs, no earned, before turning the ball over to Cody Epley to record the final out of the game on a ground ball to Patrick Palmero at third. Hoping to gain the advantage in the series today, Southern Maryland sends out the veteran lefty Pat Mish. Mish, the oldest pitcher on the Blue Crabs roster at age 35. He holds a career 82-97 record with a 3.91 ERA. He's pitched in 369 career games. Today will be his 370th professional appearance. Mish is 0-1 on the season with a 10.38 ERA as he struggled in his first 2 outings. In his first outing of the year, the day after opening day as he's the number 2 behind DeFreitas, he threw just 1 inning, giving up 3 hits, 3 earned runs, including a home run to Nate Fryman, before being lifted from the game due to a rain delay. He made his next appearance on the 27th of April against the York Revolution. Mish gave up 9 runs on 7 hits in 3.1 innings, just 2 of those runs earned, as the Blue Crabs were unable to play defense behind him in the 4th, which led to a grand slam that ended his day. As he comes set and delivers a first pitch called strike. Fastball over the outside corner to the leadoff man once again for Sugar Land, Josh Prince. So Mish, 6'2", 195 southpaw, comes set, fires a fastball fouled off down the line. So he's working from ahead here early against the leadoff man Prince, who struggled this series. So Mish back on the mound here. Comes set. Winds and delivers from the left side. A ground ball up the middle. Fielded by Edwin Garcia, who makes the throw on the run to the first baseman Michael Snyder and records the first out of the game as Mish sits down the leadoff man for Sugar Land. Lineup for Sugar Land looks relatively similar. Second baseman Josh Prince leading off. Shortstop Lance Zawadski batting second, digs in now, followed by Jeremy Barfield, who moves to DH. Joe Benson moves up in the lineup to the cleanup spot, playing right field. Third baseman Chris Nelson follows. Travis Scott has moved from catcher to first base and down to the 6 hole as Mish misses a fastball there low and away. Anthony Johnsanti has moved from third base to left field for tonight, batting 7th. Derek Miller stays out in center. In the 8 hole and batting 9th, making his series debut, is Jose Ortiz behind the plate, as the shortstop Zawadski takes a changeup called strike there from the lefty Mish. Lefty-lefty matchup here as Mish winds and delivers another changeup. Zawadski well out in front of that one. We mentioned today is the 245th career start for Pat Mish. This is just his 5th appearance in the Atlantic League, however. He made 2 starts for Lancaster during the 2015 season and 2 for Southern Maryland this season. As he comes set and delivers a fastball, just misses low and away here. Mish enters his 15th professional season. He's made 242 starts across 14 seasons coming in to this year. as he gets Zawadzki to ground one up the middle here. Edwin Garcia playing in the shift, makes the play on the second base side of the bag, and on to first for the second out of the inning, as Pat Mish has gotten 2 ground balls to get the job done so far. That'll bring up the dangerous designated hitter today, Jeremy Barfield. Barfield 4th in the league currently with a .370 batting average. He's 3rd in the league with 3 home runs and 2nd with 11 runs scored, all while pitching in 7 RBIs as well. So Mish winds and delivers. Called strike on a fastball over the inside part of the plate. Mish gets ahead of Barfield with the fastball as he winds and delivers there. That one shot to deep center field. Gary Brown playing deep, drifts a little bit to his left and makes the catch. A 1-2-3 inning for Pat Mish as he settles in nicely in the first. Sugar Land goes down, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Blue Crabs come up to bat with a similar lineup. When we return, you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey, this is Mike Snyder, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey, this is Cody Hebner, pitcher for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Join me at select Saturday home games throughout the season as the Blue Crabs light up the night sky with post-game Saturday night firework extravaganzas. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Blue Crabs fans, the Blue Crabs are celebrating their 10th anniversary season in 2017, and they can't do it without you. Join the team all season long for special giveaways and ongoing 10-year tributes with group tickets starting at just $10. Regency Furniture Stadium's spacious and modern amenities include 16 luxury suites, an all-you-can-eat picnic pavilion with a great view overlooking left field, and the Legends Club, which can host your event of up to 160 people for a game or anytime. Call today at 301-638-9788 to speak with a sales executive or visit somdbluecrabs.com for more information.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs would like to congratulate Joe Gannon on being voted by fans as the starting pitcher for the Blue Crabs' 10-year team. Gannon made his professional debut in 2002 before signing with Southern Maryland in 2008, where he went 12-6 with a 3.17 ERA in his debut season with the team. During this campaign, he was named Atlantic League All-Star and Atlantic League Pitcher of the Year. Gannon appeared in 100 career games for the Blue Crabs, collecting 26 wins, including his 12-win season in 2008.
Hey, this is Justin DeFreitas, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as we head to the bottom of the first, in the first morning game of the year for the Blue Crabs on Baseball and Education Day. Pat Mish worked a 1-2-3 bottom of the inning, or top of the inning I should say, and that'll bring it to the bottom of the inning. Southern Maryland digs in with the leadoff man, center fielder Gary Brown, coming up to bat. He'll face the right-handed Brett Marshall, who throws a fastball inside here for ball 1. Marshall comes back with another fastball. This one misses away, and that'll put Brown ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. Working quickly, he winds and delivers. That one shot to deep left field. The left fielder gives a look, but no chance there as Gary Brown has a leadoff, no doubt, home run to deep left field, and the Blue Crabs are on the board early behind the leadoff man. Brown got ahead in the count there, 2 balls and no strikes, as he took that fastball from Marshall deep to left. Anthony Johnsanti gave it a look but never had a chance out there. So the Blue Crabs on the board with a leadoff home run, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Danny Muno. Muno was 1 for 3 last night as Marshall delivers a fastball called strike over the outside. That was Brown's second home run of the year. His last one came back on the 23rd of April as part of a doubleheader against Long Island. Muno checks on a change up there, but no swing, as he evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ready on lefty matchup here as Marshall throws a changeup that drifts away. Brett Marshall, 6'1", 195, right-hander out of Houston, Texas. Winds and delivers 2-1 fastball, misses off the plate. Marshall was drafted by the New York Yankees in the 6th round of the 2008 MLB draft. Spent 7 seasons in the Yankees organization, reaching the majors in 2013. So he winds and delivers a 3-1 fastball that Muno took a big cut on but fouled it off of his foot here. And that'll run the count full. Marshall made 3 appearances with the Yankees in 2013, recording a 4.50 ERA in 12 innings of work. Spent 1 season in the Rockies, Double-A organization, and part of 2016 in the Rays organization. He started that season in the Rays before joining Sugarland. Last season with Sugarland, Marshall posted a 6-6 record with a 4.33 ERA in 17 games, making 15 starts for the Skeeters. He's got a full count here to Muno, who digs back in from the left side. Marshall winds and delivers a fastball, misses up and away, and Danny Muno has drawn a walk, his second of the series thus far, and he's aboard with nobody out for the designated hitter today, Zach Wilson. Blue Crabs run out the same lineup they have pretty much most of the year. Brown leading off. Danny Muno, we just saw. Wilson and Snyder have been platooning between first and DH. Wilson at DH today, batting in his normal 3-hole. Snyder on deck in the cleanup spot as Marshall comes set, delivers a fastball that runs up and in. Behind Snyder, the corner outfielders Vaughn and Cone bat 5 and 6. Patrick Palmero 7th, Edwin Garcia 8th, and the catcher today, Ryan Wiggins, giving a blow to the starter, Mike Blank, who caught last night. Called an absolute gem behind the plate, keeping Justin DeFreitas under control for, we mentioned, 2 runs, both unearned. Wilson takes a cut there on a 1-0 fastball, fouls it off down the right field line to even the count 1-1. Wilson, struggling so far this series, is just 1 for 8 with 7 strikeouts as he takes a big cut on a changeup there, but well out in front of it. Danny Muno already has 3 stolen bases on the season, as Marshall's keeping an eye on him, but he has a short lead. Wilson rips a fastball here down the third base line past Nelson and deep into the left field corner. Munoz rounding second on his way to third will hold there as Zach Wilson comes up with a double here to put runners on second and third for the hero last night, Michael Snyder. Snyder playing first base today. We mentioned him and Wilson have been platooning. He's hitting just 200 on the season, but last night, in the bottom of the 8th inning, with the Blue Crabs leading 2-1, Michael Snyder took a fastball to deep center field off of Evan Reed, hitting his first home run of the season to put the Blue Crabs up 3-1, giving them an insurance run that they ended up needing, winning just 3-2. A first pitch curveball from Marshall stays up and inside here to the powerful right-hander Snyder. Talked to Snyder after the game. He said it felt good to finally put a good swing on the ball and try to get back into the swing of things as he takes a fastball outside here. Couldn't have come at a better time for his team, he said. Every win is huge. The locker room atmosphere is fantastic day in and day out. But after a win, everything's just a little bit better. So he digs back in, ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes to Marshall, who's struggling thus far. Snyder takes a big cut there, but well out in front of a 2-0 changeup as Marshall pulled the string there, caught Snyder off guard, who was sitting dead red. Snyder told me it's tough for guys like him because spring training's just 4 games in this league, so he didn't play in any of the winter leagues or anything like that. He took the offseason off and hasn't quite recovered yet as he shoots one down the third base line here. That one will skip off the glove of Nelson And Muno will score from third, and the Blue Crabs have a 2-0 lead with nobody out here in the first. We'll see what that one's officially ruled. It was a couple of steps to the left of Nelson, who tried to get his glove down, but it kicked off of it and rolled into the outfield, and that's going to go down as an E5. But Snyder will get his RBI, and the Blue Crabs lead 2-0 and have men on the corners for Corey Vaughn. Vaughn struggled last night, 0 for 4. He's hitting just 175 on the season, as he takes a big cut on a first pitch fastball there, fouls it straight back. Vaughn struggled at home thus far, going just 4 for 27 for a 148 average. He does have 2 multi-hit games on the year so far, though. As Marshall comes set, gives a look at first, winds and delivers. That's a check swing by Vaughn, but a called strike anyway by the home plate umpire, Matt Beaver. Vaughn behind, no balls, 2 strikes here, as he digs back in. He's 1 for 9 on the series thus far. Went 1 for 5 in the opening game, as that fastball tails away out of the zone. The 3-4-5 hitters have struggled this series for the Blue Crabs, as Zach Wilson, we mentioned already, just 1 for 8 with 7 strikeouts. Vaughn 1 for 9 with 5 of his own. He's down 1-2 in the count here, as that curveball drifts out of the zone away. So Vaughn's fought it back to a 2-2 count here. Has a chance to do some damage as runners on the corner, still nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Marshall comes set, gives a look at first, winds and delivers. Fastball in the dirt here, and that'll run the count full. Marshall was 2-0 on the season coming into today's game with a 3.18 ERA. He struggled with the command early and is behind in the game already, and delivers a payoff pitch to Vaughn, who takes a big cut. Fouled straight back off of the catcher, Ortiz. Defensive alignment has changed a little bit for Sugar Land, as left to right across the outfield, John Santi, Miller, and Benson. Infield, Chris Nelson moves from first base to third base today. Zawadzki and Prince remain up the middle. Travis Scott moves from behind the plate to first base, and Ortiz makes his first start of the series. Big cut by there on a curveball from Marshall, as Vaughn tried to wait back, but a little bit out in front, fouls it straight back. And the count will remain where it is. He'll see a third payoff pitch here, as Marshall gives a long look in at Ortiz and comes set. Winds and delivers as that one shot to deep left field, drifting down the line, and that's going to be just foul, says the home plate umpire, Matt Beaver. Vaughn got all of that one, but it tailed a little bit too far. Manager John Harris followed that one down the line. He was standing right on the third baseline, saying that it hooked around the foul pole. Might have gone straight over it, but called foul, and we'll see a fourth payoff pitch here, as Vaughn fouls off a curveball straight back. He got a hold of that one. The Blue Crabs bullpen all stood up and ran to the line, joining Coach John Harris to see if it was going to stay fair. They were all pointing in that direction, saying that it had hooked around the foul pole as it went a good 50 feet past the fence. So Marshall comes set for another pitch here, the 10th in the at-bat, and that one tails inside, and Vaughn draws a walk to load the bases. As the catcher Ortiz goes out for a conference with his pitcher, as he's got the bases loaded and nobody out for the hottest hitter on the Blue Crabs team, Zach Cohn. Cohn went 3 for 5 on Monday and 2 for 3 last night with a run scored as well. He has 4 doubles in the series thus far, as he's risen the batting average all the way up to .325, highest on the team. So he digs in for a righty-on-righty matchup as Marshall comes set, delivers a first pitch with the bases loaded, ball high. In the last 5 games, Zach Cohn has hit .425, going 9 for 21 with 6 runs scored, as he takes a cut there, but fouls one back over the visiting dugout to even the count 1-1. Cohn hitting .325 on the season, still just has the 1 RBI that came back in the first game of the season. He leads the Blue Crabs in runs scored, though, as he digs back in from the right side here. Swings on one here, a deep fly ball to left field. John Santi drifting back at the wall, makes the catch. A little bit of a leap there at the wall as that one carried a little bit with the wind, but he's able to make the catch to record out number 1, but that'll score Zach Wilson from third as the Blue Crabs put up another run as Zach Cohn almost got all of that one. He'll get credit for a sacrifice fly there, putting up his second RBI of the season. Both RBIs now have come on sac flies. He scored Danny Muno for the only run in the Blue Crabs' opening game of the season. Snyder unable to advance there as he thought that one might get down and was waiting about halfway. So runners on first and second with 1 out as Patrick Palmero digs in. Marshall drops a curveball here, called strike 1. Palmero facing another former teammate as he played on Sugarland last year with Brett Marshall, Monday starter Jake Hale, as well as last night's starter Michael Nix. That one misses in the dirt, 1-1. Palmero 1 for 3 last night with a run scored. Batting average now sits at .282, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. Hitting .429 in the series against his former team as he digs back in and Marshall comes set and delivers the 1-1, a curveball. Palmero waited back but a little too long as that'll put the count at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Palmero's been hot late as well as the 6 and 7 hitters have really carried the Blue Crabs recently. He's hitting .278 in the last 5 games, but .313 in the last 10 as he's driven in most of Cohn's 6 runs as he checks his swing there, but no swing on a curveball in the dirt. Palmero has 5 RBIs. Cohn has 6 runs scored in the last 5 games. So he evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes, digs back in from the right side as Marshall looks to work out of this. He delivers a fastball in the dirt away. Ortiz stops it to hold the runners where they are. And Marshall has yet another full count here. He threw 10 pitches to Vaughn before walking him, and he already sits at 35 in the game. Home plate umpire Matt Beaver asking for some new baseballs as he gets them, walks back behind the plate. So Marshall comes set for his 36th pitch of the day. Here in just the bottom of the first, he steps off the back of the mound here. A little bit uncomfortable. Gives a long look back in, and Ortiz gets the sign for the full count pitch. Winds and delivers. That one's flown to shallow right field. In comes Benson, who gets under it, makes the easy catch for out number 2. Not a bad at-bat there from Palmero, making the starter throw pitches and try to use up the Sugarland bullpen as they still have another game tomorrow. So if they're able to get Marshall out of the game early, that would force tomorrow's starter, Zach Zenicola, to throw deep into that game. or Sugarland would run out of arms. So men on first and second, 2 outs for shortstop Edwin Garcia. Garcia was 1 for 4 last night with a 2 RBI single, and he shoots one to shallow right here. The first baseman drifting back. Benson charging in, calls for it, says he has it, and he does, to make the final out of the inning. But the Blue Crabs put up 3 runs in the inning following a leadoff homer from Gary Brown. They score 3 on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 men left on base. Pat Misch heads back to the mound with a lead when we come back. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey, this is Cody Epley, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Cooperstown is where you, your family, and your friends can relive baseball's greatest moments and honor the all-time greats of the game. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
Hey fans, be sure to join us every Thursday home game for Foster's Grill, Wings, and Beer Night. For just $30, you can enjoy a ticket to the game, as well as 2 hours of all-you-can-eat Foster's Wings and all-you-can-drink beer. The event takes place every Thursday home game throughout the season from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. in our Legends Club. For more information on this or any other exciting offers throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
For any sign, banner, or custom graphics needs, be sure to check out Fast Signs of Waldorf. Fast Signs works with you to create a targeted message that brings interest to your product, and their expert graphic design artists bring your ideas to life for you. For more information on their products and services, visit their website at fastsigns.com/2017 or stop by their Waldorf location located at 11750 Business Park Drive, Suite 105, open Monday through Friday. Fast Signs, the official sign partner of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs.
Hey, this is Gary Brown, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as the Blue Crabs lead 3-0 after a big first inning and head to the top of the second. Pat Misch heads back out for his second inning of work as he throws a first pitch fastball called strike to the right fielder tonight, Joe Benson. Blue Crabs had a big first inning led off by the center fielder Gary Brown hitting his second home run of the season. As Misch comes set, delivers another strike over the outside, gets ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. After Brown's home run, Danny Muno drew a walk on 7 pitches. Zach Wilson followed with a double down the third baseline. An error by the third baseman scored Muno as Misch drops a change up there and Benson swings and misses for out number 1. Misch's first strikeout of the game. As I was saying, Mike Snyder, hard ground ball to third, kicked off of Nelson's glove. That scored Muno. Then a 10-pitch walk to Corey Vaughn loaded the bases, still with nobody out. Zach Cohn was able to hit a sacrifice fly to deep left field to score the third run of the inning before the Blue Crabs were set down, stranding 2. Misch delivers a first pitch fastball up and away to the third baseman, Chris Nelson. Misch digs in here, behind in the count 1-0. Delivers another fastball up and away out of the zone to go behind 2 balls, no strikes. Nelson was 2 for 4 last night and 2 for 4 in the opening as well, as he's batting .500 on the series against Southern Maryland so far. Misch gets a fastball across there to bring the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Nelson singled in the 5th and as a part of the 9th inning as Misch misses away 3-1 there. Nelson had a questionable single back in the 9th. He was down 2 balls, 2 strikes to Justin DeFreitas, who dropped a changeup, or 1 ball, 2 strikes I should say, dropped a changeup. Nelson checked his swing as Misch winds and delivers. That one's fouled back. Nelson took a big check swing It appeared that he had gone around, but catcher Mike Blanket stood up, and home plate umpire Don Meyer last night couldn't quite see it, sent it down to first base, where they said he didn't go around. On the next pitch, Nelson dribbled one up the middle for an infield single to score a run and put runners on the corners as the tying run was at third. Nelson grounds one here to Palmero, who makes the play on to first to record the first out of the inning. DeFreitas was going for the no-hitter at that point last night. He threw 4.2 innings before he gave up a hit, Nelson recording the first one. And then in the attempt for the complete game, had to be pulled with 2 outs in the ninth after that Nelson single. And hand the ball over to the closer, Cody Epley, who locked it down on the save. So with 2 outs here, Mish delivers a fastball low and away to the first baseman today, Travis Scott. Scott has caught both games behind the plate in the series so far and batted cleanup in both of those. He falls to the 6th hole in the lineup after going 0 for 4 last night. Mish winds and delivers on the lefty-lefty matchup. Scott shoots one into the left field gap here, cut off at the warning track by Brown. Scott with a big turn around first, but he'll stay where he is, as that 2-out single will force Pat Mish into the stretch for the first time. So last night, DeFreitas was lifted. Epley came in, needing to get 1 out and strand the runner on third, as that was the tying run. He got a slow rolling ground ball to Patrick Palmero, who charged in, made the backhanded play on the line, and threw on the run to first, getting John Santi out by just a step for the last out of the game, as John Santi digs in here with 2 outs in the inning. A hard ground ball back up the middle, snagged by Mish, who jogs over to first and underhand tosses it to Mike Snyder for the 3rd out of the inning. So Mish gives up no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and strands 1 runner. Blue Crabs look to extend the lead and give Mish more runs to work with when we come back. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey everyone, this is Sam Runyon from the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Join us at the park every Wednesday home game to enjoy Wednesday Pub Grub Night. Every Wednesday will feature $3 Coors Light cans, $5 draft beer, and $5 Pub Grub specials. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
At their location at 173 St. Patrick's Drive, Grill 13 makes it easy to enjoy their Irish fare and great drink specials every day. At Grill 13, they believe in good food, good drinks, good people, coupled with extraordinary customer service and cleanliness to make you feel part of the family. Whether lunch, dinner, or a round of drinks after the long workday, visiting Grill 13 is always a great experience. Feel free to come relax with family, friends, or even fly solo with a premium cocktail, our handmade pulled pork, fresh wings, bangers and mash, or any one of their tasty dishes. Then indulge in one of Grill 13's famous premium handmade Sugar Lips desserts. Call 301-645-2983 or visit grillwithane13.com.
The Blue Crabs would like to thank Domino's Pizza for their sponsorship for the 2017 season. Be sure to try Domino's new stuffed cheesy bread or their oven-baked sandwiches, featured on their 2 for $5.99 menu. To find a location near you or to place an order online, please visit www.domino's.com. Domino's Pizza, the official pizza sponsor of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs.
Hey, this is Austin Fleet, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as we head to the bottom of the second. Blue Crabs lead 3-0 as the catcher Ryan Wiggins takes the first pitch ball high from righty Brett Marshall. Wiggins takes a big cut there, fouls one back to even the count 1-1. Wiggins didn't play last night as he comes in to give the catcher from last night, Mike Blank, a rest on the day game following a night game, as Marshall delivers a fastball outside here. Wiggins hitting .286 on the season, as he's 2 for 7 thus far. Takes a called strike over the outside here to even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wiggins is making his 5th start of the year behind the plate. Blank has the other 8 for the Blue Crabs. As Marshall delivers a 2-2 fastball, swung on and missed by Wiggins. And he'll go down on strikes to lead off here in the second. That's Marshall's first strikeout of the game thus far. And that'll bring up the leadoff hitter for the Blue Crabs today, center fielder Gary Brown. Back in the first, Brown got it started with a deep home run to left field off of the clubhouse to put the Blue Crabs on the board early and lead to a big inning. He takes a first pitch fastball here from Marshall, who comes right back attacking the center fielder. Marshall kicks and delivers another fastball. That one misses low and in. That was Brown's second home run of the year. We mentioned the last one came in game 1 of a doubleheader against Long Island in the opening series, as he looks at a curveball there that bounces in the dirt, putting the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Brown extended his hitting streak to 5 games in the first inning, as he takes a fastball high from Marshall there. Brown's now second on the team in RBIs with 6, trailing just Patrick Palmero. He's ahead of Marshall here and swings at that fastball. It's a high fly ball to left field. Giansanti comes in and makes the easy catch to record the first out of the inning. Second out of the inning, I should say. As that'll bring in second baseman Danny Muto. Muto worked a walk back in the first inning. That was the 30th walk of the year for the Blue Crabs. And just this, their 13th game. So Marshall comes set, delivers a ball high to Muno. Batting average has plummeted for Danny as of late, down to .225. As he takes a cut on a changeup there to even the count 1-1. He's hitting just .125 in the last 5 games. .097 in the last 10, as he's just 3 for his last 31. Takes a fastball high there to put the count at 2 balls, 1 strike. Switch hitter batting from the left side against the righty Marshall. As Marshall kicks and delivers a tailing fastball called strike over the outside corner. Muno's drawn 5 walks on the season, second on the team only to the man following him, Zach Wilson, as he gets the count to 2-2 here. Two balls, 2 strikes. Marshall delivers a fastball inside, and that'll be Danny Muno's second walk of the day, as he draws the walk here with 2 outs in the inning, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, Zach Wilson. Wilson shot one past the third baseman, Nelson, back in the first. Tried to make a backhanded catch, but it rolled down into the corner in left field, putting runners on second and third as he sends one to deep center field here. Miller backing up over his shoulder, makes the turn, and makes the catch to end the inning. So the Blue Crabs go down. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left on base, but they lead 3-0. Heading to the top of the third, Pat Mish back to the mound. When we come back, you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey fans, this is Austin Fleet, right-handed pitcher for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Be sure to join us at the ballpark every Tuesday home game for our new 2 days. During these games, concessions will be offering fans $2 pretzels, popcorn, and peanuts. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
The Blue Crabs are excited to welcome local Tri-County schools to Regency Furniture Stadium for our baseball and education days. Wednesday, May 3rd and Wednesday, May 17th, the Blue Crabs will welcome area students for a day of baseball and learning fun at the ballpark. This will include in-game learning activities as well as performances by the Knights of Medieval Times. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com, or you can call us at 301-638-9788. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs would like to congratulate Christian Lopez on being voted by fans as the starting catcher on the Blue Crabs' 10-year team. Lopez was drafted in the 6th round of the 2003 MLB Amateur Draft by the Tampa Bay Rays. Lopez signed with Southern Maryland in 2010, where he hit .274 with 7 home runs and 7 stolen bases in his debut season. Lopez was also named an Atlantic League All-Star in what proved to be his final season with the team, 2012. In 285 career games for the Blue Crabs, Lopez collected 20 home runs, 106 RBIs, and 26 stolen bases.
Hey, this is Zach Cohn, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as we head to the top of the 3rd. Pat Mish back to the mound to face the center fielder, Derek Miller, as he takes a first pitch called strike here. So Mish working with a 3-0 lead in the 3rd inning. He's facing the center fielder here, batting in the 8 hole once again as he squares around the bunt, pulls back as Mish drops a curveball in there for a called strike. Miller hitting .278 on the season. He has a 5-game hitting streak coming in. He's played in 5 games since joining Sugar Land and has gotten a hit in all of them. As Mish misses that curveball outside, couldn't quite get it to come back. So Miller looking to extend the hitting streak is behind 1 ball and 2 strikes here as Pat Mish winds and delivers. Fastball up in the zone, swung on, fouled back from the righty Miller. Mish giving up just 1 hit through 2 innings so far, a 2-out single to Travis Scott, but immediately got a ground ball back to himself to end the inning as he winds and delivers, looking to get the leadoff man here, who shoots one over the jumping Edwin Garcia and into the outfield for a leadoff single, as Derek Miller has now hit safely in his first 6 games for Sugar Land. So that'll bring up the catcher, Jose Ortiz. We haven't seen Ortiz in the series yet, as he's in behind the plate to give Travis Scott a rest, who has moved to first base. Ortiz hitting .154 on the season. He's 2 for 13. As Mish comes set, gives a look at Miller at first. Sets and delivers. That one shot down the left field line off of the wall as Jose Ortiz has a long single as it took a favorable bounce. Derek Miller got a good read on that one, though. Was able to go from first to third as Jose Ortiz puts runners on the corners with nobody out against Pat Mish. Ryan Wiggins calls time, comes out and gives the signs for the runners on first and third. Let the infield know their plan if the catcher were to take off from first. That brings up the leadoff man once again for Sugar Land, Josh Prince. Prince grounded out to short in the first inning, putting him at 0 for 9 on the series. The speedy second baseman's just 1 for 21 in the last 5 games for Sugar Land. As Mish comes set, winds and delivers a curveball, doesn't quite make it back. Ortiz doesn't appear to be going anywhere. He has just about a 1.5 step lead off of first, as they're going to count on Prince to drive him in from third, looking to pick up his 3rd RBI of the season. Mish comes set, gives a look at first, winds and delivers fastball over the outside, called strike 1. I mentioned Prince hitting .245 on the season. He has 2 RBIs, 6 runs scored, as well as 4 stolen bases. As Mish comes set, delivers a ball foul towards the Blue Crabs on deck circle. Both leadoff men today do exactly what you want out of a leadoff hitter. Get on base and wreak havoc, as Prince has 4 stolen bases. Gary Brown for the Blue Crabs already has 6. So Mish digs back in, ahead in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. As he comes set, gives a look at first once again. Kicks and delivers the 1-2. Swung on, hit to deep center field. Brown drifting back on the warning track. Not going to be able to get there, as that one bounces off the wall and rattles around. Brown picks it up, throws it in. But a double there from Josh Prince has the tying run on second. Mish had been cruising thus far in the game. He had a 1-2-3 first inning. Sat down the first 2 before a 2-out single to Travis Scott last inning, but an easy ground ball got him out of that one. But 3 straight hits here brings up the dangerous shortstop Lance Zawadski with nobody out and runners on second and third. Infield shifted to the right against the lefty Zawadski as he dribbles one down the third baseline. Catcher Ryan Wiggins picks it up in foul ground. As Mish is ahead of Zawadski here. Zawadski led the Atlantic League back in 2015 in home runs with 20. He has 2 on the season thus far. He hit 7 last year with Lancaster in just 28 games played. As he digs back in for the lefty-lefty matchup. Mish steps off the mound, asks for the signs one more time from Wiggins. Little confusion here between Mish and Wiggins, but they now seem to... Nope, Mish steps off once again. Wiggins jogs out as they need to talk about the signs here with a runner on second. Not quite on the same page. Quick conference as they come back across home plate here. Mish is ahead, no balls, 1 strike to the lefty Zawadski. He's 0 for 1 on the day, grounded out to short back in the first inning for the second out of that one. So Mish comes set here, finally on the same page with Wiggins, winds and delivers. Fastball called strike over the outside part of the plate. Put the count at 0-2. Mish has 1 strikeout so far on the day. 1 here would be huge, as that would give him his first out of the inning with runners on second and third and potentially allow him to work around the designated hitter, Jeremy Barfield. That one kicks away from Wiggins, who loses it there, but Mish on his way to home to cover finds it down the third baseline, and the runners have to hold where they are. Dangerous pitch there with runners on second and third. He wanted to go to the curveball ahead in the count, no balls and 2 strikes, but didn't get it to Wiggins in the air, which increased the potential for a pass ball there, or a wild pitch to score Ortiz from third, but it holds him where he is and comes set for the 1-2. That one's popped straight up as Palmeiro comes charging in, calls for it, says he has it, and catches it just a little bit in foul ground. Wiggins and Mish were both coming in on that one, but a little bit more difficult for a catcher or a pitcher to make that play. Palmeiro came charging in and called him off. As Wiggins calls time once again and heads out to the mound to discuss potentially what I was talking about a second ago, which is pitching around the dangerous Jeremy Barfield here with first base open and 1 out in the inning. This would set up a double play if they were to throw around him. Barfield, 4th in the league with a .370 batting average. already has 3 home runs and 7 RBIs. Mish comes set here. Winds and delivers a fastball check swing by Barfield and dribbles it down the line. It appears that they're going to go after the 3-hitter and last year's MVP of the Atlantic League. We'll see how that pays off here for manager John Harris. Barfield flew out to center, deep center, back in the first. If he were to do that here, Ortiz would be able to tag and bring it to a 1-run game. So Mish comes set. Ahead in the count, no balls, 1 strike. He delivers a fastball that tails away from the righty Barfield. Barfield's hit lefties well this season, going 4 for 8 so far for a .500 batting average. He has 1 home run and 3 RBIs off of left-handed pitching. As misses a changeup here in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike. Pitch count rising a little bit for Mish as he now comes set for his 40th pitch of the afternoon. He steps off the mound here. Digs back in as Barfield gets back into the box as well. Mish gets the signs one more time. Comes set for the 2-1, delivers, swung on and fouled straight back from Barfield as he took a big cut on that one. With the wind blowing from left to right, it's going to be a little more difficult than it was the last 2 nights for the righties to get a hold of one and get it out of here. They're used to the normal wind tunnel at Regency Furniture Stadium that pushes the ball out to right field, over the left field, I should say, over the mini monster. Today it's pushing out towards right field. So Mish comes set, counts even at 2-2, kicks and delivers. Fastball called, strike 3 over the inside corner, as the decision to go after Jeremy Barfield pays off, as Pat Mish strikes him out. His 2nd strikeout of the game will bring up Joe Benson with a chance to get out of the inning, giving up just 1 run. Mish gave up 2 singles to lead it off and then a double to deep center. Scored the first run of the game for Sugar Land, but Pat Mish is just 1 out away from working around it and keeping a 3-1 lead. He comes set to deliver the first pitch to Benson, a fastball that just misses up and away. Benson was the first strikeout for Mish back in the 2nd inning as the leadoff hitter in that inning. Went down swinging. He comes set here. Kicks and delivers as that one's fouled back towards the Blue Crabs dugout. Benson 1 for 4 last night. After going 1 for 5 in the series opener, he's 2 for 9 on the series thus far. Does have 2 runs scored as well as a stolen base, however, as it looks like second baseman Danny Muno has picked up on something, has called time to come in and discuss with Wiggins and Mish what's going on. You wonder if Muno noticed something at second base with the runner Josh Prince potentially picking up the signs. You imagine Wiggins and Mish will probably change the signs here, as that is likely what that conference was about. So you don't want to tip off any pitches here. So Mish comes set. Delivers here. That one's fouled back for the 2nd strike. So Mish is ahead here. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the cleanup hitter today, Joe Benson. Benson's batted in the 5-hole the first 2 games, but moved up to 4 with Travis Scott dropping into the 6th spot. So Mish is ahead here, 1 ball, 2 strikes as he comes set. kicks and delivers the 1-2. That one tails away to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mish looking to work out of a jam here as he had second and third with nobody out. Got Zawadzki to pop up in foul territory to Patrick Palmero. As Mish comes set, drops a change up here in the dirt, swung on and missed. Wiggins picks it up and tags Benson, and Mish works around 3 hits in the inning. He gives up just 1 on the 3 hits, no errors, and strands 2 runners as the Blue Crabs take a 3-1 lead to the bottom of the third. When we come back, you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey, this is Danny Muno, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey kids, don't forget that every Sunday is Kids Day at Regency Furniture Stadium. Every Sunday home game throughout the year, kids can enjoy a pregame autograph session with the players, as well as free admission to Pinch's Playground and post-game run the bases on the Blue Crabs field. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
TN Bose Heating and Air Conditioning is proud to present Fans for Our Fans at Regency Furniture Stadium this 2017 season. When the temperature at game time is expected to be a scorcher, TN Bose will do what they do best, keep you always the right temperature, by providing hand fans to the first 200 guests entering the stadium that day. Learn more about their technologically advanced AeroSeal duct sealing procedure online at tnbose.com. TN Bose for all of your air conditioning and heating needs.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs want to congratulate Casey Benjamin on being named as the second baseman on the Blue Crabs 10-year team. Benjamin was signed out of Tennessee Technological Institute by the Texas Rangers organization, where he made his professional baseball debut. He signed with Southern Maryland in 2010, where he hit .304 with 20 home runs in 112 games. Benjamin played in 327 career games with the Blue Crabs, hitting 54 home runs and driving in 209 runs over his 3 seasons with the team.
Hey, this is Kalaika Kaho'ahalahala, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium, Blue Crabs lead 3-1 heading to the bottom of the third. The leadoff man in the inning, Mike Snyder, takes the first pitch fastball low in the zone, called strike 1. Snyder was 1 for 4 last night with the big home run we mentioned earlier. He reached on an error back in the first as he takes called strike over the outside here. Snyder came up with runners on second and third back in the first inning, hit a hard ground ball a couple of steps to the left of the third baseman, Chris Nelson, who kicked off of his glove. It was ruled an error. As Snyder shoots one to right field here, gets down in the gap, and Snyder will extend his lead for the Blue Crabs, as that is his 5th double of the season. Ties Zach Cohn. Zach Cohn has 4 doubles in the series already, 5 on the season. Snyder now has 5 as well. So a leadoff double there from Mike Snyder, whose bat has come alive recently in the past 12 hours or so, hitting the home run last night late in that game. A hard hit ground ball to third, we mentioned, kicked off of Nelson's glove, and then a double there. Brings up Corey Vaughn with a man on second, nobody out, as he takes a big cut on the first pitch there and fouls it straight back. Vaughn narrowly missed a home run foul back in the first inning with 2 men on, as he takes a fastball called strike over the outside. Vaughn took a 3-2 fastball from Marshall deep to left field, hooking just wide of the foul pole, as he checks his swing here, but holds back to bring the count to 1-2. He then saw 2 more payoff pitches, the latter of which, the 10th pitch of the at-bat, Missed wide to draw a walk. Vaughn takes a cut on a changeup in the dirt here and goes down swinging for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up the right fielder, Zach Cohn. Cohn hasn't recorded an official at-bat as he came up with the bases loaded, nobody out. Hit a deep fly ball to the left center field gap. The wind was blowing dead out at the time, and it nearly got out as he takes a first pitch curveball here. The left fielder, John Santi, went all the way back tracking it, made a little bit of a jump just in front of the arc sign where the mini monster meets the fence and was able to make the catch, but that allowed Zach Wilson to tag up from third and score as Cohn takes a big cut there. Swings and misses, no balls, 2 strikes. So Snyder on second after a leadoff double. Cohn behind in the count. No balls, 2 strikes here. As Marshall has settled in and comes set and delivers a changeup low here. After a rough first inning, Marshall worked an effective second, getting the leadoff man to strike out before 2 fly balls with a walk mixed in the middle there. He got ahead of Snyder before allowing a leadoff double this inning. Pitched around that with a strikeout to Vaughn and is now ahead of Cohn, who takes that one high to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch count a concern for Marshall early as he comes set and delivers one here. Cohn hits a dribbler to the second baseman, Prince, who picks it up on to first to record the second out of the inning. That'll advance Mike Snyder up to third. The top RBI man on the Blue Crabs this year comes up with a man on third. Another RBI opportunity for Patrick Palmero. Marshall has 66 pitches. We mentioned the pitch count before that ground out from Cohn. As he comes set and delivers the 67th of the game, a curveball that misses low and away. Palmero had men on first and second and 1 out back in the first inning. Had a fly ball to right field. Shallow right that was unable to get anything done, but he shoots one here to left field, a line drive. That's handled by John Santi for the third out of the inning. Palmero hit that one right on the screws, but right at the left fielder. So the Blue Crabs strand Snyder after a leadoff double, scoring no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Mish heads back out to the mound with a 3-1 lead when we come back. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Be sure to bring Mom out to the ballpark on May 14th to celebrate Mother's Day as the Blue Crabs take on the Somerset Patriots. All mothers will have a chance to participate in a post-game Blue Crabs Diamond Dig for a chance to win a Diamond prize package. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or you can call us at 301-638-9788.
Hey Blue Crabs fans, this is Justin DeFreitas. For all my grocery and deli needs, I head over to Nick's of Clinton. Nick's of Clinton aims to offer a unique shopping alternative to the larger grocery stores while providing a family-oriented experience for all their customers. Nick's of Clinton, the official hot dog and sausage sponsor of Southern Maryland Blue Crabs.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs would like to congratulate Eric Crozier on being voted by fans as the starting first baseman on the Blue Crabs 10-year team. Crozier was originally drafted in the 41st round of the 2000 MLB Amateur Draft by the Cleveland Indians and made his MLB debut in 2004 with the Toronto Blue Jays. While in the major leagues with the Blue Jays, he collected 2 home runs in 14 games in his 2004 debut season. He signed with Southern Maryland in 2008, hitting .265 with 13 home runs and 10 stolen bases that season. He appeared in 279 career games for the Blue Crabs, collecting 44 home runs and 149 RBIs in 3 seasons.
Hey, this is Rob Carson, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as Pat Mish takes the mound with a 3-1 lead and delivers a first pitch strike to the third baseman, Chris Nelson. Nelson 0 for 1 on the day so far. Grounded out to the third baseman, Palmero, back in the second. As Mish comes set, delivers a fastball that tails away from Nelson. And it'll even the count 1-1. Sugarland's hit lefties well so far this season, hitting .333 against lefties as opposed to .227 versus righties, as Nelson takes a big cut there to bring the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nelson's 3 for 10 against lefties so far. He has a triple, a home run, and 4 RBIs. The home run came off of the Blue Crabs lefty David Russo out of the bullpen in the top of the 10th on Monday's game. As Mish comes set, winds and delivers. And that one misses away. So that'll even the count 2-2. Blue Crabs took that Monday game into extra innings, 3-3. When Benson reached base, Nelson hit a 2-run homer just over the wall in left field to give them a 5-3 lead and eventually win the game as Felipe Paulino, the closer, came on to shut the door. After a foul ball there, the count remains 2-2, and Mish back onto the mound. Winds and delivers here. Fastball inside. Swung on, fouled straight back from Nelson. Nelson hitting .227 coming into the game. We mentioned he was 4 for 8 in the first 2 games of the series here. He's in his 13th professional season of baseball. The veteran corner infielder, as Mish sets and delivers a ball high here to walk the leadoff man in the inning, Chris Nelson. I apologize, I had said the count was 2-2. It was 3-2 as he fouled off the first payoff pitch and took that one for the leadoff walk. That'll bring up the left fielder, Anthony Giansanti. That'll bring up first baseman Travis Scott. Scott takes one deep down the line in right field, drifting towards the wall, as that one's going to stay fair and get out of here for a 2-run homer from Travis Scott. That one was hugging the line all the way, as both first base umpire Jim Clayton and home plate umpire Matt Beaver were right on the line to see if that one was going to stay fair, and it did. So that 2-run shot there from Scott ties the game, as a new ball game here in the top of the 4th. Pat Mish digs back into the mound. Now he'll face the left fielder, Giansanti, who squares around a bunt, lays one down. Palmero charging in, picked up by Mish, who eats it. Doesn't have a play at first. And a man aboard here with nobody out. So a bunt single there from Giansanti puts Sugarland back where they started this inning with a man on first and nobody out for the center fielder, Derek Miller. Miller singled to lead off the 3rd before scoring on a double from Josh Prince. So Mish comes set with Giansanti at first, gives a look, winds and delivers. That one shot into the right field gap. Cone drifting over, has time as that one hung up there a little bit, and he makes the catch to record the first out of the inning. Mish has struggled giving up the home run all year. That's the third one he's given up, and this his third start of the season. That was Travis Scott's second home run of the year. Picked up his 5th RBI. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter today, catcher Jose Ortiz. As if Mish were able to get a ground ball here, it would get him out of the inning. Mish keeping an eye on John Santi on first, who has 2 stolen bases on the year already. Mish comes set, delivers a first pitch changeup. Ortiz well out in front of that. Ortiz hit a long single back in the third off of Mish as he took one down the line off of the wall. It took a favorable bounce back towards Corey Vaughn, holding him at first but advancing Miller to third, who would eventually score. So Mish ahead, no balls, 1 strike, comes set, delivers. That one's rolled down the third baseline, foul. Santi not necessarily a stolen base threat, but he does have 2 already this year. His career high came last season between the Bridgeport Bluefish and the Tennessee Smokies, the AA affiliate of the Chicago Cubs. He combined for 9 stolen bases in 108 games with the 2 teams. Behind 0-2, Ortiz calls time here and steps out of the box. Runner off on the pitch. That one misses away, and Wiggins comes up and makes the throw not in time. Apologize for any technical difficulties there, as it appeared the live stream feed might have gone down, but that one's grounded to short. Garcia tries to pick it up and flip it onto the third baseman Palmero, but flips it well wide, and that's going to score John Santi, who was on his way to third, as Edwin Garcia commits the error at short on the grounder from Jose Ortiz. That's going to go down as an E6, as John Santi was running on contact, trying to make it to third. Garcia came charging in, tried to backhand flip it to Palmero, but missed him wide as it rolls into the dugout, and another unearned run on Pat Mish. So Mish comes set to the leadoff man, Josh Prince, who takes a big cut on a first pitch changeup there and misses. Ortiz able to advance to second on the play as that one went out of play. So he's awarded his 2 bases. And that'll bring back up Prince, who's 1 for 2 on the day so far. He doubled back in the third, picking up the first RBI of the game, driving in Derek Miller. Mish comes set here, winds and delivers. Prince lays down a bunt, but fouls it off of himself in the box. Says that one's foul. Mish and Wiggins having a discussion, saying it might have hit Prince out of the box, but home plate umpire Matt Beaver comes up and points right at the spot, saying it hit him right here. That one's going to be called foul and bring the count to no balls, 2 strikes. After watching the replay, that did in fact hit Prince in the box. It was a foul ball. So Mish ahead, no balls, 2 strikes with 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Blue Crabs trailing for the first time today as he comes set and delivers. That one swung on, fouled straight back. Southern Maryland put up 3 early runs in the first, but Mish gave up 1 last inning on 3 straight hits A 2-run homer earlier in the inning by the lefty Travis Scott tied the game. And then an error by the shortstop Edwin Garcia allowed Anthony Giansanti to score from second after a stolen base. And the Blue Crabs trail 4-3. So Mish comes set, delivers a curveball, just misses across the outside part of the plate. Looked like it came back there, but stayed outside a second too long. So the count's 1-2 here to the leadoff man for Sugarland, as Prince recorded his first hit of the series in his last at-bat. So Mish comes set for the 1-2, delivers a tailing fastball away, swung on and missed by Prince for the second out of the inning. So with 2 outs and a man in scoring position, that'll bring in the shortstop, Lance Zawadski. Zawadski 0 for 2 on the day so far, ground out to short, and then a short pop-up in foul territory between the catcher and third base. That was fielded by Patrick Palmero for the first out back in the third. So Mish comes set, Ortiz off on the pitch, down to third, a bad throw from Wiggins, but Palmero able to pick it. Mish never even stepped off and gave a look at Ortiz, who was halfway to second base. Well, Mish was still set. Halfway from second base, I should say, to third. He was nearly to the base by the time Mish had thrown the ball. Wiggins trying to hurry it, almost threw it away from Palmero. So the infield shifts back against the lefty Zawadski like they have been most of the time. He comes set, delivers a big cut from Zawadski there, but fouled off to even the count 1-1. A little bit of action down in the Blue Crabs bullpen as it appears Austin Fleet is up and stretching. Mish winds and delivers the 1-1. Swung on, rolled to first from Zawadski. Picked up by Snyder, who tags the base to end the inning. But not before Pat Mish gives up 3 runs. 2 earned on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. Blue Crabs trail 4-3. Heading to the bottom of the 4th. When we come back, you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey, this is Cody Hebner, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey kids, this is Gary Brown, center fielder for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. If you are under 12 years old, make sure to check out our Chick-fil-A Back Fin Buddies program. For just $15, kids will receive free admission to all 7 Friday home games this season, as well as a commemorative Back Fin Buddies lunchbox and baseball. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
There's no better way to celebrate Independence Day than with America's pastime. Be sure to join the Blue Crabs this July 4th as they take on the Sugarland Skeeters for the Red, White, and Blue Crabs celebration, featuring a post-game fireworks extravaganza presented by Wawa. There's also a post-game jersey auction presented by the Southern Maryland Business Network. For more information on this and every other exciting event throughout the season, please visit somdbluecrabs.com or call 301-638-9788.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs want to congratulate Pat Osborne on being named the starting third baseman on the Blue Crabs' 10-year team. Osborne was originally drafted in the 2nd round of the 2002 MLB Amateur Draft by the Cleveland Indians. He signed with Southern Maryland in 2008, where he hit .326 with 17 home runs and 106 RBIs in his debut season. In 5 years with the Blue Crabs, Osborne finished with a .297 batting average while hitting 39 home runs and collecting 225 RBIs in 386 career games with the team.
Hey, this is Edwin Garcia, and you listen to the Blue Crab Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as the Blue Crabs trail for the first time, coming up to bat 4-3 as Edwin Garcia takes a first pitch fastball high. Second pitch of the at-bat from Marshall, a changeup that drifts inside to put the count at 2 balls, no strikes. Garcia shoots one back up the middle here. Marshall tried to backhand it potentially, but never really stood a chance there as Garcia is aboard with his first hit of the day. That'll bring in Ryan Wiggins. Wiggins struck out to lead off the second inning for Southern Maryland. As we've seen Wiggins attempt to sack bunt twice already this year as Marshall throws over to first to check on Garcia. In his first start of the year, Wiggins turned, laid down a sacrifice bunt to advance Garcia to second. In his next at-bat, he tried to do it again, but too good of a bunt as he ended up reaching first on a single. His first hit as a Southern Maryland Blue Crab. Marshall checks on Garcia again, this one a little closer, but not in time. That bunt hit is Wiggins' only hit at home. He was 1 for 2 on the road at Bridgeport, but just 1 for 5 here. As another check on Garcia. Close once again, but not in time as Garcia gets back. So Marshall comes set here. Wiggins takes a cut on a first pitch fastball, fouled off over the visiting dugout. As it's baseball and education day, the seats filled with kids as the chant begins for the first time today. Go Blue Crabs. Energy is up after the leadoff hit from Garcia. As Wiggins is behind 0-1. Another check on Edwin at first, but he's back safely once again. Garcia has just 1 stolen base on the year, was caught stealing last night. So not necessarily a stolen base threat, but Marshall very worried about him potentially on the move here. Wiggins digs back in behind 0 balls, 1 strike. Garcia, maintaining his decent lead, has been able to get back every time thus far. Wiggins takes a big cut there. Swings and misses to fall behind 0 balls and 2 strikes. So Wiggins behind once again as Marshall throws over to first. Not even a tag put down this time by the first baseman, Scott, as Garcia was back very easily today. So Marshall comes set, ahead in the count, 0 balls, 2 strikes. Garcia, good secondary, but Wiggins swings and misses there on a fastball elevated in the zone, and he goes down on strikes for the second time. And that'll be the first out of the inning here in the 4th. That'll bring up center fielder Gary Brown. Brown 1 for 2 on the day with the homer back in the first to get the scoring started. As he digs in with a man on first and 1 out here. Another throw over, this time Garcia back in standing. As he seems relatively unconcerned with Marshall's repeated moves, maintaining the same about 2.5 step lead from first base. So Marshall comes set here, delivers the first pitch to Brown, a called strike over the outside part of the plate. So Brown behind, 0 balls, 1 strike. Marshall comes set, gives a look at Garcia. This time kicks and delivers. That one's flown in to the stands here as Nelson gives a look, reaches over into the Blue Crabs dugout and makes the catch to record the second out of the inning. That one started about 2 rows into the crowd, but with the wind moving from left to right across the field, pushed it all the way back. Nelson had to reach a little bit into the Southern Maryland dugout to make the catch there. But Brown goes down as the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up the switch-hitting second baseman Danny Muno. Muno yet to record an official at-bat in the game as he's walked in both at-bats so far. So he's got Garcia on first with 2 outs in the inning, and he takes another fastball inside here to bring the count to 1 ball, no strikes. Muno's now drawn 10 walks on the season as he takes a fastball tailing away from him, called strike here. Muno's 10 walks, tops on the team, as he's got an even count, 1-1 here. Brett Marshall comes set. Muno shatters his bat on a foul ball down the first base line here. Jammed himself a little bit there as he's only got the handle left. The barrel of the bat all the way out to the second baseman, Prince. So Muno behind in the count, 1-2 here. Grabs a new piece of lumber from teammate Mike Snyder and digs back into the left-handed batter's box. Looking for his first hit of the afternoon here. He's behind 1-2. Garcia maintains the same lead off of first as Marshall comes set. Gives the look, kicks and delivers. Garcia off on the pitch. That one's up over the head of Ortiz, and Garcia will go in easily. He got a late jump there, a bit of a delayed steal, as Garcia is able to advance on the wild pitch there. We'll see if they credit him with a stolen base. He was off on the pitch, but it was a delayed steal, and they will credit him with a stolen base, his first of the afternoon. So he's in scoring position for Danny Muno, who takes a fastball low and in here to run the count full once again. Muno has faced a full count in both of his at-bats so far, and now has a 3-2 pitch with 2 outs on its way here. You imagine Garcia won't be on the move here, as Muno shoots one down the third base line into left field, but up into the seats. Fighting off a fastball there to hold the count where it is, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Garcia was not on the move there, as nobody's forcing him. You wouldn't want Muno to draw his third walk of the day and Garcia get thrown out at third here. So they're going to count on Muno or potentially Zach Wilson to drive in the run. Muno takes a big cut on a curveball there, but well out in front. And he goes down on strikes to end the inning. A leadoff single from Edwin Garcia. All the Blue Crabs have to show. They get no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. Mish back to the mound when we return for the top of the 5th. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Blue Crabs fans, what's more American than baseball and a barbecue cookout? Quite frankly, the two go together like stars and stripes, rockets and red glare, and liberty and the pursuit of happiness. So when you come to Regency Furniture Stadium's all-you-can-eat picnic pavilion, you get both at a great price. The best part is that groups from 20 to 400 plus can enjoy the picnic pavilion, and when you include this home run of a deal with the kids park, paddle boats, and on-field fun, you have a grand slam of an opportunity. Call today at 301-638-9788 to speak with a sales executive or visit somdbluecrabs.com for more information.
Attention all Girl Scouts. Friday, June 16th is Girl Scout Night and Sleepover presented by Maryland 529. All Girl Scouts will be recognized during the game against the New Britain Bees and have the opportunity to register for a post-game sleepover on the field. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or you can call us at 301-638-9788.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs would like to congratulate Travis Garcia on being named the starting shortstop on the Blue Crabs' 10-year team. Garcia was originally drafted by the New York Mets in the 21st round of the 2003 MLB Amateur Draft. He signed with Southern Maryland in 2008, their debut season, and in 2009 he hit .353 with 16 home runs and 63 RBIs. In 5 seasons with the Blue Crabs, Garcia finished with 59 home runs and 229 RBIs in 330 games.
Hey, this is Patrick Palmero, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium, Blue Crabs trail 4-3 heading to the top of the 5th. Pat Mish back on the mound delivers a first pitch curveball to the 3-hitter Jeremy Barfield, who takes it for a first pitch strike. Barfield 0 for 2 on the day so far. He flew out to... This is here at Regency Furniture Stadium. Pat Mish gives up his second home run of the day. A long one to left center as Jeremy Barfield hits his fourth home run of the year, second of the series. And the reigning Atlantic League MVP puts the Sugar Land Skeeters up 5-3 here in the top of the fifth. That'll bring in the right fielder, Joe Benson. Benson 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts on the day so far. As Mish looks to settle back down, winds and delivers. First pitch fastball swung on and missed by Benson. Mish has 4 Ks on the day so far. Benson has been 2 of them in the second and the third. So Mish comes set here, winds and delivers. That one swung on and missed. And he's ahead of Benson, no balls, 2 strikes. Veteran lefty recovered quickly from the home run from Barfield and has turned it around to get ahead of the right fielder here in the cleanup spot. Mish winds and delivers the 0-2. It's check swing, sent down to first base, no swing, says the first base umpire Jim Clayton. As Mish dropped a changeup in there, Benson was able to hold back on it, bring the count to 1-2. So ahead in the count, 1-2. Mish winds and delivers. Curveball bounces inside, hits the dirt before bouncing off of Benson, rolling away. That'll bring the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. We mentioned Mish's MLB experience earlier. He's appeared in 78 career MLB games, splitting his time in the majors between the San Francisco Giants and the New York Mets. He winds and delivers a 2-2 foul ball down the third baseline as Palmeiro tried to backhand it about a foot to the foul side of the third base bag. Mish made his MLB debut back in September of 2006 against the Milwaukee Brewers. He came out of the bullpen, worked 1 scoreless inning. To date so far, Mish has worked in 78 career MLB games, starting 24, and has compiled over 200 innings of work. As he delivers a fastball cold, strike 3 over the outside corner, and Benson goes down on strikes for the 3rd time today. As Pat Mish gets the first out here in the top of the 5th. Mish's last outing in the majors to date came May of 2011. A member of the New York Mets pitched against the Chicago Cubs that day. So with 1 out in the inning, Mish set to deliver to the third baseman Chris Nelson, who shoots one down the line here and into the Blue Crabs bullpen area. 2016, Mish appeared in just 3 games for the Oryx Buffaloes of the Japan Pacific League. He made just 1 start, finished the season with an 8.44 ERA and 5.1 innings of work. 2015 was the last year he threw an extended period of time. He was well traveled in that 2015 season as he winds and delivers an 0-1 curveball called strike here to Nelson. He began his 2015 season in AAA New Orleans, an affiliate of the Miami Marlins. After being released by the Marlins in July, he made 2 starts for the Lancaster Barnstormers, posting a 1.80 ERA and going 1-0 in those 2 starts. Mish ahead 0-2 to Nelson here, winds and delivers. That one swung on, hit to shallow center. Brown comes charging in. Garcia drifting out, not able to make the play. As Brown was playing very deep on Nelson there and unable to make it, Garcia had to travel a long way and not able to make the over-the-shoulder catch there. That'll go down as a hit as it fell in the triangle where no one could quite get it. That'll bring up the first baseman Travis Scott. Back to Mish's 2015. After 2 starts for Lancaster, he signed with the Lamigo Monkeys of the Chinese Professional Baseball League. He pitched the rest of the season for Lamigo, leading them to a league championship that season, As he comes set to face the lefty Travis Scott here. He delivers a first pitch curveball, misses off the plate away. Mish led Lamigo to the championship that 2015 season. He clinched Game 7 of the Chinese Professional League's World Series by throwing his first no-hitter of his professional career in Game 7. So Mish comes set, delivers a curveball, stays inside here. Not much spin on that one. It stayed flat. And he's behind 2 balls, no strikes to Scott. Scott's 2 for 2 on the day so far. He singled back in the second and had a home run in the fourth to tie the game as the 2-run shot scored Chris Nelson, who had singled already, or walked already in the inning. So Nelson back on first here. Mish behind 2 balls, no strikes. Set delivers a fastball away, swung on and fouled back from Scott. Scott was hitting .237. He was 0 for 11 in the last 3 games. Coming into today, he's 2 for 2. He hit his second home run of the year, drove in his 5th RBI. Last season with Sugar Land, he hit .264 with 16 home runs, 67 RBIs, and 113 games between catcher and first base and designated hitter. Takes a cut there on a 2-1 fastball, fouled straight back, and that'll even the count at 2-2. Scott is a 3-time All-Star in the Atlantic League, as well as from his time in minor league baseball. He's played in 358 career games for Sugar Land, hitting 35 career home runs and driving in 173 RBIs coming into today for the Skeeters. So Mish steps off, digs back in. Scott calls time this time and steps out of the box. Mish digs back in, looking to settle himself down. So he comes set, gives a look on to first, and delivers the 2-2. A curveball swung on and missed by Scott. And Mish records his second out of the inning, his second strikeout of the inning as well, putting him up to 6 on the day. With 2 outs and a man on first, Anthony Giansanti digs in to the right-handed batter's box. He singled back in that 4th inning. He stole second base. And then on a ground ball to Edwin Garcia, he went to third. Garcia tried to pick it up and get the lead man, but threw it into the Blue Crabs dugout instead, allowing Giansanti to score the go-ahead run, taking the score to 4-3 at the time. Mish falls behind as he left a changeup up on the first pitch. And he digs back into the mound here, behind in the count 1-0. He gives a look at Nelson at first. Kicks and delivers the 1-0. Fastball swung on, fouled off towards the visiting dugout. Wiggins giving chase, as is Snyder, but not able to get there, as that'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Mish has a 1-1 count to Giansanti. Looking to pitch around a 1-out single from Chris Nelson after giving up the leadoff home run in the inning to the designated hitter Jeremy Barfield. Mish makes the move over to first, but Nelson back in easily. First move we've seen today to first from Pat Mish. A little bit of action begins in the Blue Crabs bullpen. No one really throwing, just a little bit of stretching happening out there as Mish winds and delivers. That one's fought off towards right field. Zach Cohn drifting in, not going to be able to get there, as a 2-out single puts runners on the corners for Sugar Land, as Giansanti was jammed on a fastball there, but was able to power through and fight it off down the right field line. With runners on the corners, Ryan Wiggins once again calls time and delivers the signs, but that'll bring out pitching coach James Frisbee for a quick talk with the veteran lefty. Frisbee, a lefty of his own, pitched professionally for a couple of seasons. Pitched collegiately at Abilene Christian before 4 seasons professionally in the Texas-Louisiana League. Quick conference with the veteran Mish, and Frizz is back off to the dugout as Mish looks to work around runners on the corners here and get an out from the center fielder Derek Miller. Miller 1 for 2 on the day so far. He singled to lead off the third and scored a run, and then he flew out to the right center field gap as Cone was able to make the play as it hung up. Mish misses that one low. Brings the count to 1 ball, no strikes. The veteran lefty comes set here. Gives a look at John Santi at first base. Winds and delivers. That one shot into the crowd as that one hits off of a seat before a fan picks it up and hands it to one of the many kids in attendance here today at Baseball and Education Day. So a hard hit foul ball brings the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. As Miller digs back into the right-handed batter's box, Mish comes set on the 1-1. Makes the move over to first. John Santi back easily. Coming into the day, Derek Miller was hitting .278 with a hit in his first 5 games as a member of Sugar Land. He extended that to a hit in his first 6 earlier as he gets a hold of one here to deep left field. Corey Vaughn drifting back but ran out of room as that's a 3-run homer from Derek Miller. And Pat Mish has given up 2 home runs in the inning, 3 home runs on the day. And the Blue Crabs now trail 8-3 here in the top of the 5th. That one hung up just long enough for the wind to carry it out over the mini monster here at Regency Furniture. And the Blue Crabs now trail as Mish digs in. And this first pitch breaks the bat of catcher Jose Ortiz. As Ortiz will have to go get a new piece to swing with. As Mish gets ahead of the number 9 hitter here. No balls, 1 strike. That was Miller's first home run of the season as a member of Sugar Land. We mentioned he signed late. He's only played in 6 games. So Ortiz back to the dugout, finds the new bat he wants and digs back into the right-handed batter's box. Behind in the count, no balls and 1 strike against Mish, who looks to get out of this 5th inning as Sam Runyon is up and throwing in the Blue Crabs bullpen. Mish comes set, winds and delivers. That one's a changeup, called strike there. Mish's pitch count is up over 90 now, as that was his 91st pitch. As he's ahead, no balls, 2 strikes to Ortiz. Winds and delivers. That one misses low in the dirt on the changeup there. Looking for another strikeout. Mish would like to get Ortiz out here, not have to face Prince at the top of the lineup, who's already doubled off of him and drove in the first run of the game for Sugar Land. You'd imagine this is his last batter as he winds and delivers. That one shot back up the middle. Gary Brown fields it out in center field. But a single from the 9-hitter will turn the lineup over with 2 outs here. Runyon still warming in the bullpen as Josh Prince comes up to bat. It was in fact his last batter as manager John Harris pops out of the dugout to come get the veteran lefty. So Mish leaves, giving up 3 home runs, 2 in the inning. Manager John Harris has seen enough, and he'll get Runyon out of the bullpen who comes in with 2 outs when we come back. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network. Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as the Blue Crabs turn to Sam Runyon to get them out of this 5th inning. The hard-throwing righty comes set, delivers a first pitch fastball high and inside to Prince. Pat Mish leaves the game, working 4 2/3. He's given up 4 in the inning already and is responsible for the runner on first. As Runyon looks to end the inning without giving up the inherited run. So the righty sets and delivers. That one's driven to deep left center field. Gary Brown drifting back. Tries to climb the wall, but to no avail as Sam Runyon comes out of the bullpen and gives up a leadoff home run to the leadoff man for Sugarland, Josh Prince. Prince jumped on an 0-1 fastball from the hard-throwing righty there and hits his first home run of the season for Sugarland. Their 4th home run of the day already, 3rd of the inning. It's the first earned run Runyon has allowed this year. He had allowed 1 unearned in the loss he picked up on Sunday. He snaps in a first pitch curveball to Zawadzki here. As Zawadzki, the last man to bat in the lineup this inning for Sugarland, as they've now batted around. So ahead, no balls, 1 strike. Runyon delivers a second pitch fastball, called strike over the outside part of the plate. Coming into the game, Sam Runyon had worked 3 innings, given up 4 hits, 1 run. It was unearned. Struck out 4. So like I said, first earned run of the season for Runyon. So he sets and delivers cold, strike 3 over the inside corner. Blue Crabs strike out 3 batters in the inning, but not before giving up 3 home runs, 6 runs on 6 hits, no errors, and no men left on base. They look to get back in the game when we return. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network, heading to the bottom of the 5th. Every Tuesday night is Silver Sluggers Night with the Blue Crabs, sponsored by the Cancer and Blood Disorders Treatment Center. Membership to the Silver Sluggers starts at just $25, and all members will receive tickets to every Tuesday home game, including our 4th of July Red, White, and Blue Crabs celebration, as well as a special Silver Sluggers t-shirt. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com, or you can call us at 301-638-9788.
Washington sports fans, get ready because August 18th is Washington Sports Night with the Blue Crabs. Friday, August 18th, the Blue Crabs will welcome Screech from the Washington Nationals and Gee Whiz from the Washington Wizards to Regency Furniture Stadium for a night of mascot fun with our very own Pinch. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, visit somdbluecrabs.com or call 301-638-9788.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs would like to congratulate Jeremy Owens on being named a starting outfielder on the Blue Crabs' 10-year team. Owens was originally drafted by the San Diego Padres in the 8th round of the 1998 MLB Amateur Draft. He signed with Southern Maryland for their debut season in 2008, and in 2009 he collected 28 home runs and 80 RBIs while stealing 15 bases. Owens spent 7 seasons playing for the Blue Crabs, compiling 105 home runs, 340 RBIs, and 98 stolen bases, while appearing in a Blue Crabs record 737 career games.
Hi, this is Pat Mish, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as the Blue Crabs trail, heading in to the bottom of the 5th, Zach Wilson will lead off the inning against the righty Brett Marshall, who settled in here as that one misses high, 1-1 to Wilson. Marshall gave up 3 runs in the first as Wilson takes a cut there and fouls one off, but has settled in nicely, giving up just 2 hits over the last 3 innings for Southern Maryland. Meanwhile, his offense has exploded. They scored 1 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, and hung a 6th spot in the 5th inning to extend the lead to 10-3. Wilson swings and misses on a changeup in the dirt there, and he's down on strikes here in the bottom of the 5th as the leadoff man. That'll bring up the powerful first baseman today, Mike Snyder. Snyder is 1 for 2 on the day. He reached on air in the first and doubled as the leadoff man back in the 3rd. Blue Crabs offense has been waiting for Snyder to catch fire as he takes a first pitch curveball here. He's 2 for his last 3, but has reached base in all 3 of his last at-bats, including the home run last night and then the double back in the 3rd. He gets a hold of one here to deep center field. That sends Miller back to the warning track, tracing it, but not going to get there as Snyder rounds second. No one covering the base, and he'll stand up easily with his second double of the game as the big Mike Snyder has come alive in the middle of the lineup for the Blue Crabs. He's 2 for 3 on the day with an RBI and 2 doubles already. That'll bring in the left fielder, Corey Vaughn. Vaughn 0 for 1 on the day with a walk back in the first inning, a 10-pitch walk. If the Blue Crabs are going to get back into this game, they're going to have to do it 1 run at a time as they trail by 7 here. So Vaughn can't go for too much, just got to find a way to get on base as he checks his swing here. Sent out to first base umpire Jim Clayton, who's standing out by second, says he didn't go. So Vaughn digs back in, ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes. With Snyder out on second, 1 out in the inning. Marshall delivers. Vaughn hits a high fly ball out to shallow center. The center fielder Miller coming in, slips and falls, and that one's going to get down as Corey Vaughn turns and heads to second. He'll stand up there. Snyder advances to 3rd as that one might just go down as a single there, as Miller was on his way to it and fell down, and it will in fact go down. Actually as a double for Vaughn. Miller was never able to come set underneath it and officially rule it an error, so he's going to be awarded a hit here. And that'll put runners on second and third with 1 out for Zach Cohn. Cohn 0 for 1 on the day with a sacrifice fly back in the first to score a runner from third. He gets under one here, a high pop fly drifting into foul territory, and that one lands just shy of the wall as catcher Ortiz and the charging Nelson from third were unable to get there. So Cone has new life here as that one stayed in the field of play, could have been caught, but Ortiz unable to find it. So Cone's behind, no balls, 1 strike. We mentioned he's been hot as of late, going 2 for 3 yesterday and 3 for 5 in the series opener. Him and Patrick Palmero have done the majority of the damage for the Blue Crabs in the past few days, and they are swinging and on deck is Palmero with runners in scoring position here. Cone picked up his second RBI of the season back in the first inning on the sac fly. With the bases loaded, he's looking to add to that total here, as Marshall and Ortiz appear to be a little off sync. Marshall asks for the signs for the second time. Cone digs back in. Ortiz sends him. Marshall on the same page here. Comes set. Delivers the 0-1. Cone checks his swing there. Upset with himself for going on that one as it was way up and in. But catches a piece of the bat and will put him behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Cone has seen more fastballs recently. He's been more patient at the plate, getting ahead in counts, and that's led to the explosion at the plate as a curveball here stays up and in. He struggled with the curveball this season as pitchers, when they throw it away from him, are able to get him swinging or to flail out. He's had a number of pop-ups to second base or shallow right field. He's behind 1-2 here, but he stays back on the curveball and shoots one through the hole. And that's going to score Snyder from third. Vaughn held up at third as Zach Cone singles in. Another run for the Blue Crabs. Cuts the lead to 10-4. Vaughn got a good jump on that one. Could have potentially scored on John Santi. But again, if the Blue Crabs are going to get back in this game, they're going to have to do it 1 run at a time. There's no reason to risk the out here for a run that relatively is unimportant for the time being. It would have put the Blue Crabs down 5 rather than 6. So they hold them there, and that'll bring in Patrick Palmero with runners on the corners and just 1 out. Palmero 0 for 2 on the day so far as he takes a first pitch fastball high. He flew out to shallow right field in his first at-bat, but his second at-bat hit one right on the screws, but a line drive that hung up just long enough for the left fielder John Santi to make the play. So runners on the corners. Palmero faces the 1-0, and it's a called strike to even the count at 1-1. Palmero 1 for 3 last night with a run scored. He doubled off of the wall and then was able to score on an Edwin Garcia single from second. Takes a big cut here on a 1-1 changeup, swung on and missed. And that'll bring the count to 1-2. Zach Cone has done a good job getting on base in front of Palmero, which has allowed Palmero to lead the team in RBIs thus far. He has another chance here as he digs in for the 1-2 pitch with 1 out. That curveball drifts away from him and into the left-handed batter's box to even the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cone with a decent lead down at first has a couple of stolen bases for the Blue Crabs already, including one last night. Palmero takes here and runs the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Cone has 3 stolen bases. He's only been caught 1 time in his attempts this season. With a full count here and 1 out, we'll see if he's on the move. As Marshall comes set, steps off. So Marshall resets here. Palmero resets in the box. Comes set once again. Cone off on the 3-2, and that one is a curveball that drifts out of the zone, and Patrick Palmero walks to load the bases. Cone advances to second. He won't be credited with a stolen base as the walk forces him in, and that'll bring in Edwin Garcia. We mentioned Garcia singled last night to score 2 as the pitching coach heads out to the mound to have a talk with his pitcher. Rafi Montalvo out on the mound. It appears first baseman Travis Scott, as well as Ortiz behind the plate, and the pitcher Marshall all convene. Another long conference. We saw this last night from Montalvo. He likes to stay out there until the home plate umpire makes him leave, and Matt Beaver is on his way to make that happen right now. Ortiz stays out, though, and now as Beaver approaches the plate, you see the conference there disperse, and Beaver and Ortiz walk back behind home plate together. So Garcia comes up with the bases loaded and 1 out against Brett Marshall as the Blue Crabs look to fight back a little bit here. After giving up 6 in the top of the 5th, they already have 1 run in the inning as that fastball from Marshall misses away. Garcia not really known for the pop. He has only 9 home runs in 10 professional seasons. This is 10th. As he checks his swing there on a curveball but didn't go around to bring the count to 2 balls, no strikes. He does have 237 RBIs in his career, including 5 already for Southern Maryland this year. He takes a changeup inside here, called strike on the black of the plate. And that'll bring the count to 2 balls and 1 strike against the shortstop Garcia. Garcia digs back in. Marshall out of the windup. Kicks and delivers that fastball. Tails a little bit further inside. And will bring the count to 3-1. Nowhere to put Garcia here. Garcia struggled recently, hitting just .222 in the last 5 games for Southern Maryland. He's 4 for his last 18. But has scored 2 runs and picked up 4 RBIs as he checks his swing here, and that fastball misses outside. Edwin Garcia walks with the bases loaded, and the Blue Crabs played another run here and are still in business. As the manager, Gary Gaetti, pops out. And that's going to be the day for Brett Marshall, who barks at home plate umpire Matt Beaver. He thought that pitch might have been there. But nonetheless, his day is over. He's still barking at Beaver as they go. Matt Beaver not one to take anything from anybody. He threw manager John Harris out in the top of the 9th last inning. But lets him off with just a warning here. As Gaetti turns to the bullpen with the bases loaded and 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Blue Crabs trailing 10-5. We'll get you the details when we come back. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network. Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium, as the Sugarland Skeeters have gone to the bullpen with the bases loaded and one out here in the bottom of the fifth, leading 10-5. They'll turn to the right-hander, number 10, Sean Gleason, as he'll be tasked with Ryan Wiggins first. So with the bases loaded, Wiggins digs in. He's 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. Gleason shoots one here. Wiggins with a deep fly ball to left field. That one's gone. Ryan Wiggins with his first home run as a member of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs has hit a grand slam and brought the Blue Crabs all the way back into this one. An absolute no-doubt home run from the backup catcher there. Not known for his power, but jumped on a 1-0 fastball there. And the Blue Crabs have put up 6 runs in the inning to counter the 6 we saw from the Skeeters back in the top half of this one. Ryan Wiggins gets a hold of a fastball there. His first home run as a member of the Blue Crabs, like we mentioned. Just his 8th career home run in 4 professional seasons. He only hit 4 last year for the Lincoln Salt Dogs. But that'll bring in the leadoff hitter, Gary Brown, who squares around a bunt, pulls back for a called strike. So 3 of those runs are going to go on the starter today, Brett Marshall, as that one bounces in the dirt here. Blue Crabs trail by just 1 once again, as the grand slam has brought it to a 10-9 game. So Gleason comes set, delivers here to Brown, who fouls it off to bring the count to 1-2. Gleason 5'11", 210, righty out of Las Vegas, Nevada. He's facing Gary Brown here with a 1-2 count. He comes set out of the stretch, winds and delivers a curveball, swung on, fouled back from Brown. Gleason was drafted by the Baltimore Orioles in the 20th round of the 2007 MLB draft. Spent 7 seasons in the Orioles system, reaching as high as AAA. In his minor league career, Gleason went 30-30 with a 3.95 ERA. He joined the Camden River Sharks in 2014 for his Atlantic League debut before moving to New Britain in 2015. He's got a 1-2 count to Brown here, sets and delivers that one shot at the shortstop, bounces in front of Zawadski, the speedy Brown down the line, but Zawadski makes the play to get Brown by half a step and record the second out of the inning. Gleason started last season with the New Britain Bees before joining Sugarland. He had a 3-8 record combined between the two teams, posted a 6.75 ERA in New Britain and a 5.94 ERA as a member of the Skeeters. He came in and gave up a grand slam to the first batter he faced, Ryan Wiggins, before getting Gary Brown to ground out to shortstop here. And that'll bring in Danny Muno with 2 outs as he takes a first pitch strike. So this inning for the Blue Crabs, Zach Wilson led off, struck out. Mike Snyder doubled. Corey Vaughn doubled to score him. Or to move him to third, I should say, as that one tails away. As Vaughn flipped one into shallow right center field. And the center fielder, Miller, slipped. And that went down as a double. A Zach Cone single played at Snyder. And then back-to-back walks to Palmero and Garcia loaded the bases and scored a run. As Muno rolls one over to first here. That's going to end the inning on a 3 unassisted, but not before the Blue Crabs put up 6 runs in the inning to match the 6 put up by Sugarland. They do it on just 4 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. A 10-9 game as Sam Runyon heads back out to the mound, looking to keep the score right where it is for Southern Maryland when we return. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey, this is David Wayne Russo, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Be sure to join us at select Saturday home games throughout the season as the Blue Crabs light up the Southern Maryland night sky with post-game Saturday night firework extravaganzas. For more information on this event or any other exciting events throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-0000. 9788. Attention all Boy Scouts, Friday, June 23rd is Boy Scouts Night and Sleepover with the Blue Crabs, presented by Maryland 529. All Boy Scouts will be recognized during the game against Bridgeport and have the opportunity to register for the post-game sleepover on the field. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com, or you can call us at 301-638-9788. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs would like to congratulate John Ramostella on being named a starting outfielder on the Blue Crabs' 10-year team. Ramostella was originally drafted by the New York Yankees in the 35th round of the 2000 MLB Amateur Draft. He signed with Southern Maryland in their debut 2008 season, where he hit .276 with 15 home runs, 67 RBIs, and 14 stolen bases. In 2 seasons with the Blue Crabs, Ramostella hit 37 career home runs, 125 RBIs, and stole 29 bases in 222 career games with the team.
Hey, this is John Harris, and you're listening to the Blue Crab Baseball Network.
So back here inside Regency Furniture Stadium after a crazy 5th inning, Blue Crabs trail 10-9. Sam Runyon heads back out to the mound and gives up a long fly ball to Jeremy Barfield. It's drifting down the line, but that's going to stay fair. And Barfield has now led off back-to-back innings with a home run. Didn't even get time to talk about the crazy 5th inning before the 6th inning started the exact same way that one did. So teams traded 6 runs apiece in the 5th. Sam Runyon has now come in out of the bullpen in relief of Pat Mish and given up 2 home runs. One to Josh Prince and that one to Barfield. So Runyon comes set here. He's facing the right fielder, Joe Benson. Delivers a fastball that tails inside for ball 1. So in the 6th for Sugarland, Barfield led off that inning with a home run as Runyon kicks and delivers a curveball called strike here. Barfield led off that inning with a solo home run to extend the lead to 5-3 for Sugarland. And then the wheels fell off for Pat Mish after a strikeout. He gave up a single, got another strikeout for the second out of the inning as Benson fouls that one back here. But with 2 outs, Mish gave up a single, a home run to Derek Miller, a 3-run shot, another single to Jose Ortiz. Manager John Harris came out and pulled him, brought in Sam Runyon, who gave up a home run to the leadoff hitter Josh Prince for the 6th run of the inning before getting a strikeout to end it. And here in the 6th, Runyon has given up a home run to Barfield already, and that one a single up the middle from Benson. As he rounds it and goes 2, Gary Brown tries to pick it up and make a sidearm throw to second. But a little bit of laziness shown there from the Blue Crabs as no one really actively pursued that ball. It appeared Muno, shortstop Edwin Garcia, and center fielder Gary Brown all thought each other were going to go get it, as it was a soft hit ground ball, but instead Benson will get a hustle double out of it. As more action begins in the Blue Crabs bullpen, Cody Hebner is up and throwing, as Sam Runyon has come in and given up 3 hits to 4 batters. Righty throws a first pitch curveball here, it bounces in the dirt. So Mish will be held responsible for 9 of the 10 runs that were scored. Just 8 of those earned, though. 1 of them unearned. He picks up 6 strikeouts in his work before turning it over to Sam Runyon. So Runyon comes set, kicks and delivers. Fastball misses up and in here, as he's behind 2 balls, no strikes to the third baseman, Chris Nelson. Nelson's 1 for 2 on the day already with a walk, a single, and 2 runs scored. So Runyon comes set here, kicks and delivers a 2-0 fastball called strike over the outside part of the plate. Runyon had thrown well for the Blue Crabs coming into the day. The 6'4", 220-pound righty out of Asheville, North Carolina, hard thrower, was drafted by the Kansas City Royals. As he comes set, Throws back to second, but not in time as Benson's able to get back. As I was saying, Runyon drafted by the Kansas City Royals in the second round of the 2007 draft. This season coming into today, he had pitched 3 innings, given up 4 hits, 1 run. It was unearned. 4 strikeouts. He picked up a loss in that unearned run this past Sunday at Bridgeport, but he picked up a save as well earlier in the season. He misses here with the 2-1 as that one tails out of the zone and will bring the count to 3 balls and 1 strike to the number 5 hitter, Chris Nelson. Nelson hitting .227 on the season coming into today as Runyon calls time and steps off the back of the mound. Steps back on as he's behind 3 balls and 1 strike to the dangerous Nelson. We already saw Nelson homer in the first game of this series as that one shot back up the middle, but Danny Muno played him perfectly, makes the backhanded play and delivers on to first to record the first out of the inning. So ground ball there to the second baseman will advance Benson to third and put a runner on third base in scoring position with just 1 out for the lefty Travis Scott. Scott 2 for 3 on the day. He singled back in the second inning, hit a 2-run shot to tie the game in the top of the 4th, and then struck out in the 5th. So Runyon comes set, kicks and delivers to him. A ground ball chopper to third. Palmeiro picks it up on to Wiggins at the plate, who makes the tag on Benson trying to score. And that'll go down as a fielder's choice, a 5-2 putout, as Palmeiro did a good job there to charge that one. Noticed Benson, who thought it was hit a little too softly to make a play on, had taken off from third. He flips it home. Wiggins was waiting there and made the tag on Benson to sit him down for the second out of the inning. That'll bring in the left fielder, Anthony Giansanti. Giansanti 2 for 3 on the day so far. He singled twice and scored on both of those. So Runyon now out of a little bit of trouble here. Just has a man on first with 2 outs. As he throws a first pitch curveball grounded to short. Garcia picks it up, flips on to Muno. And Runyon gives up the leadoff homer but works around a double as he gives up 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, 1 man left on base. Blue Crabs come up to bat trailing by 2 when we return. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network. Blue Crabs fans, the Blue Crabs are celebrating their 10th anniversary season in 2017, and they can't do it without you. Join the team all season long for special giveaways and ongoing 10-year tributes with group tickets starting at just $10. Regency Furniture Stadium's spacious and modern amenities include 16 luxury suites, an all-you-can-eat picnic pavilion with a great view overlooking left field, and the Legends Club, which can host your event of up to 160 people for a game. Call today at 301-638-9788 or visit us online at somdbluecrabs.com for more information.
Attention all Jedis. Please report to Regency Furniture Stadium on July 29th for Star Wars Night as the Blue Crabs take on Lancaster. This night will feature an appearance by Jedi Saber Combat and a post-game firework extravaganza brought to you by PNC Bank. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or you can call us at 301-638-9788.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs want to congratulate Brian Barton on being named a starting outfielder on the Blue Crabs' 10-year team. Barton was originally drafted by the Los Angeles Dodgers in the 38th round of the 2000 MLB Amateur Draft. Barton made his MLB debut in 2008 with the St. Louis Cardinals and also appeared in the majors in 2009 with the Atlanta Braves. Barton signed with Southern Maryland in 2011 when he hit .304 with 12 home runs and 17 stolen bases in his debut season with the team. Barton spent 4 years with the Blue Crabs, collecting 26 home runs, 146 RBIs, and 53 stolen bases while appearing in 257 games with the team.
Hey, this is Britt Robertshaw, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as the Blue Crabs trail 11-9 heading to the bottom of the 6th. Sugarland has turned to the bullpen once again as they'll bring in the righty Trey Haley. Haley comes on for Sean Gleason, who came on in relief of the starter Brett Marshall. The first batter Gleason faced was Ryan Wiggins, who hit a grand slam back in the crazy 6th inning we were talking about. So Gleason finishes with .2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 earned run, as the other 3 were hung on the starter Brett Marshall. Gleason is in line for a win, however, right now, should the score hold where it was. So Zach Wilson takes a cut on a first pitch fastball from Haley and fouls it off. So the crazy 6th inning, 5th inning I should say, we already mentioned the Sugarland one. It led off with Zach Wilson, who struck out. Then Michael Snyder doubled, followed by a Corey Vaughn double. A single from Zach Cohn scored Snyder from third. As Haley comes set and delivers a fastball inside. So with Cohn on first and Vaughn on third, Patrick Palmero walked to load the bases for Edwin Garcia. Garcia walked to score the second run in the inning, I should say. As Vaughn was able to score on the bases loaded walk, Wilson takes a big cut there and fouls it off. Manager Gary Gaetti decided to turn to Gleason out of the bullpen to face Ryan Wiggins with 1 out in the inning and the bases loaded. On a 1-0 fastball, Ryan Wiggins delivered his first home run as a Blue Crab, a grand slam to deep left field that brought it to a 1-run game. Wilson goes down on a curveball there, strike 3 looking, as that one looked to be a little low in the zone, but home plate umpire Matt Beaver said it was there. Gleason settled down after the Wiggins grand slam, getting a ground ball to short and a ground ball to his first baseman to get out of the inning, and has now turned it over to Haley. Haley faces Michael Snyder, who's been hot in the last little bit as he homered last night. He was 0 for 3 until the 8th inning when he hit a solo home run. He takes a big cut on a fastball there and misses. Today he's 2 for 3 already. An error by the third baseman Nelson, the only non-hit that he has, but he reached base there and then has back-to-back doubles in the 3rd and the 5th. Takes a curveball inside. So the count 1-1 to the dangerous first baseman Snyder as Haley comes set, kicks and delivers a curveball called strike here. Trey Haley, 6'4", 215-pound righty out of Texas, just outside of Sugarland. He comes set here to deliver the 1-2 to Snyder. It's a fastball that tails off the plate away. So Snyder digs back in. The count's evened up at 2-2 against Haley. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. That's a curveball that bounces in the dirt from Haley. He was drafted by the Cleveland Indians in the 2nd round of the 2008 MLB draft. He spent 8 seasons in the Cleveland Indians organization, reaching as high as AAA. Spent the 2016 season between AA and AAA with the Pittsburgh organization. During that campaign, he went 2-5 with a 5.50 ERA in 47 games, but he did record 5 saves. He comes set here and delivers a fastball low and away to Snyder as Mike Snyder draws his 2nd walk of the year and reaches base for the 4th time today. Haley recorded 43 strikeouts in 55 innings last year for the Pirates organization. He already has 1 in the inning, and he'll now face Corey Vaughn with a man on first. So Vaughn digs in. Haley comes set and delivers. That one swung on down the third baseline. Called foul. by the home plate umpire. The Blue Crabs bullpen jumping up and down, saying that one was fair. Manager John Harris just gives a look down the line there at that one. Harris not messing much with Matt Beaver today after getting ejected last night in the 9th inning by Beaver when he was the first base umpire. So Harris lets it go as Vaughn has nearly missed 2 hits as he almost got a home run back in the first, just left of the foul pole, and that one just left of the third base bag. Takes a big cut here on an 0-1 fastball. So the count now, no balls and 2 strikes to Vaughn after what was nearly a single or double down the line. So he's got Snyder on first with 1 out in the inning. An 0-2 count. Haley comes set. There was a curveball in the dirt here to Vaughn. Vaughn was hitting just 175 coming into the day. There's 1 for 2 so far. With a crazy double back in that big 5th inning. He hit one into shallow center field as Miller was charging on. He seemed to lose it a little bit, and then when he tried to recover, he slipped and fell, allowing Vaughn to cruise into second. Vaughn takes a curveball here, 2 balls, 2 strikes, as that one was in the dirt. So Vaughn cruised the second after the Snyder double, but Snyder had to hold at third, thinking that Miller was easily going to make the catch. That put runners on second and third to get the inning started for the Blue Crabs. Vaughn takes a 2-2 pitch, tails out of the zone away. Vaughn has a good eye at the plate. He's drawn 3 walks already this season, as well as being hit by 2 pitches. Reaching base any way he can this year. Payoff pitch from Haley here is a fastball that goes low and inside. And Vaughn draws his 2nd walk of the day and puts runners on first and second for the right fielder, Zach Cohn. Cohn drove in the first run of that 5th inning, a single that scored Mike Snyder as he got a hold of one, a line drive to left field. So he has runners on first and second here with 1 out. He already has 2 RBIs on the day. See if he can add to that total here and bring the Blue Crabs 1 run closer, maybe more, as he takes a first pitch fastball low from Haley, who has come out of the bullpen, and after striking out Zach Wilson, struggled with the command a little bit. Back-to-back walks, and he's behind Cohn here, 1-0. Infield played for the double play as Cohn dribbles one to the shortstop. Zawadzki on to Prince. Cohn busting down the line. Not going to beat it out as the 6-4-3 double play works Trey Haley out of a jam. So the Blue Crabs go down. They put up no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Trey Haley works a scoreless bottom of the 6th, and we head to the top of the 7th. Blue Crabs head to the bullpen once again. We'll get you the details when we come back. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey, this is Zach Wilson, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey kids, don't forget that every Sunday is Kids Day at Regency Furniture Stadium. Every Sunday home game throughout the year, kids can enjoy a pregame autograph session with the players, as well as free admission to Pinch's Playground and post-game run the bases on the Blue Crabs field. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs would like to congratulate Jim Ed Warden on being named the closer on the Blue Crabs 10-year team. Warden was originally drafted by the Cleveland Indians in the 6th round of the 2001 MLB Amateur Draft. He signed with Southern Maryland in 2009, where he picked up 13 saves with a 1.12 ERA in 17 appearances. Over 6 seasons with the team, Warden appeared in 284 games and collected a Blue Crabs record 134 saves. Saturday, August 26th is National Dog Day, which means Bark at the Park is back at Regency Furniture Stadium. Be sure to pack up the pups and bring them out for a day of dog-friendly fun at the ballpark as the Blue Crabs take on the Sugarland Skeeters. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or you can call us at 301-638-9788.
Hey, this is James Frisbee, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as the Blue Crabs head to the 7th inning. They trail 11-9, and what's been just a crazy game thus far. A lot of long balls as the wind is moving out of Regency Furniture Stadium in this day game, Baseball and Education Day. So the Blue Crabs turn to the bullpen as it'll be right-handed Cody Hebner coming on in relief of Sam Runyon. He throws a first pitch ball to the center fielder Derek Miller. Miller homered back in the 5th. He's 2 for 3 on the day with 2 runs scored. Hebner kicks and delivers a curveball. That one misses outside. Runyon threw 1.1 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, and his inning plus of work. So Hebner gets his first strike call, a fastball over the outside part of the plate here. Hebner winds and delivers. 2-1 fastball, tails up and in, and hits Miller as the leadoff man will reach base on a hit by pitch up in the shoulder area. Hebner 6'1", 185, righty out of Auburn, Washington. Pitched last season for the Texas Air Hogs. He enters his 7th professional baseball season, first in the Atlantic League. He was drafted by the San Diego Padres in the 4th round of the 2011 draft at a Green River Community College. Spent 5 seasons with the Padres organization, made it as high as Double-A, before spending last season with the Air Hogs as mentioned. He misses the first pitch here low to the catcher Jose Ortiz. Ortiz is 2 for 3, but has reached base in every at-bat so far. He's also scored a run. He has 2 singles and reached on an error back in the 4th inning. Hebner throws over to first, but not in time to get Miller. On the season, Hebner's thrown 4.1 innings, given up 2 hits, 3 runs, just 1 of those earned. He's walked 2 and struck out 4. His last appearance came against the Bridgeport Bluefish. Has runners off here, but that one's cut on and fouled back. And Miller will have to go back to first. Hebner threw against Bridgeport in the loss on Sunday. He gave up all 3 of those runs in that game against them. His ERA currently sits at 2.08. Has not factored into a decision yet, as that one's called strike over the outside part of the plate. That'll bring the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes against Ortiz. Miller staying right where he is this time, just a big secondary lead as Hebner misses that fastball outside, 2-2. Coming into the day, Ortiz was hitting just 154. He had only appeared in 4 games for the Skeeters thus far, but he got the start today, and Miller's off on the pitch. Another curveball fouled off, and Miller will once again have to return for the 2nd time. Ortiz became a professional baseball player at the young age of just 18. He spent his first pro season in Cincinnati, where he hit .359 in the Arizona League. He was drafted by the Cincinnati Reds in the 17th round. as he takes a big cut on a fastball there, fouled straight back. As I was saying, drafted by the Cincinnati Reds in the 17th round of the 2012 MLB draft. He was a top 10 prospect in Baseball Prospectus back then. His minor league career, though, he struggled at the plate, hitting just .233 with 14 home runs, 75 RBIs in 143 games. Hebner tosses over to first, doesn't get Miller here, as he's back in easily. And the count will stay 2-2 to the righty Ortiz. Hebner once again throws over, but not in time. I'd like to get Ortiz here. You don't want two men on heading back to the top of this dangerous Skeeters lineup, or you'll have to face Josh Prince, Zawadzki, and then Barfield. So Hebner delivers a fastball, swung on and missed here, and that'll sit down Ortiz. Hebner's first strikeout of the day, records the first out here in the 7th inning. That'll bring in second baseman Josh Prince. Prince is 2 for 4 on the day. His first 2 hits in the series, I should say. He grounded out to lead off the game, but doubled back in the 3rd to plate Derek Miller, and then homered back in the 5th. A 2-run shot off of Sam Runyon. Hebner checks on Miller once again, but now turns his attention back to Prince in the box. Comes set, Miller off on the pitch. Called strike, the throw on to second. Garcia couldn't pick it and make the tag. And Derek Miller is going to get another stolen base. Wiggins didn't make a bad throw to second there, but a little bit short. Edwin Garcia tried to pick it, but was unable to do so. As it was a called strike, though, so although Miller advances with a stolen base, Hebner is ahead of the leadoff man Prince here. Hebner gives a look at second, kicks and delivers fastball, misses low and away. Coming into today, Prince was just 1 for 21 in his last 5 games. He's hitting .245 on the season. Hebner comes set, gives a look, kicks and delivers, swung on and missed. The home run from Prince was his first of the season. He hit just 5 last year with Sugar Land. Brought his RBI total up to 5 on the day. He has 3 already. Hebner comes set, gives a look, kicks and delivers the 1-2. Another fastball misses low and outside. A good backhand stop by Ryan Wiggins there. Wiggins done a good job behind the plate, as his pitchers have allowed a couple of big jumps that he's not been able to throw runners out. But nothing's gotten away from him yet, as Hebner comes set for the 2-2, kicks and delivers a curveball, swung on and missed, and Prince goes down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts from Cody Hebner. Have recorded 2 outs here after a hit by pitch led off the inning. With 2 outs, that'll bring up Lance Zawadzki, who's been one of the few players on Sugar Land to struggle at the plate today. Zawadzki's 0 for 4, including a strikeout looking to end the 6-run 5th inning. Hebner comes set here to face the lefty Zawadzki. Delivers a first pitch fastball low for ball 1. Hebner comes set once again to face Zawadzki. Kicks and delivers. Fastball called strike over the outside. Zawadzki's 0 for 2 on the season with runners in scoring position, but does have a sacrifice fly. The lefty has struggled against right-handed pitching, hitting just .167 on the season thus far. 1 for 6. He takes a fastball low there as Wiggins comes up thinking about throwing to second, but the bobble there, and Miller is able to scamper back in easily. So Hebner behind Zawadzki here, 2 balls, 1 strike. Takes a look, shakes off Wiggins here. Agrees with the second comes set, kicks and delivers a fastball that tails up and away. Bring the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. Sawatsky was drafted by the Padres in the 4th round of the 2007 draft out of Lee University. He takes a big cut here, swung on and missed by from Hebner, I should say, to run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So Hebner comes set to deliver the payoff pitch with 2 outs in the inning. A elevated fastball, big cut from Zawadski, but swung on and missed as Cody Hebner strikes out 3 in a row after hitting the first batter. And he gives up no runs on no hits, no errors, and strands 1 runner. Blue Crabs look to tie the game when we come back, with Patrick Palmero leading off against his former team. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network. Be sure to join us at the ballpark May 12th as the Blue Crabs begin their 10th anniversary giveaway series. That night, the Blue Crabs will start the giveaway series by giving out a 10 Years True, 10 Years Blue pennant and a commemorative pen celebrating the 2008 inaugural season. Join us as we journey throughout 10 years of Blue Crabs baseball with 4 more home games, giving out commemorative pins of things such as the 2009 Liberty Division Championship and the 2013 All-Star Game held right here at Regency Furniture Stadium. For more information on the 10th anniversary giveaway series, check out our website at somdbluecrabs.com. Hey fans, be sure to join us every Thursday home game for Foster's Grill, Wings, and Beer Night. For just $30, you can enjoy a ticket to the game, as well as 2 hours of all-you-can-eat Foster's Wings and all-you-can-drink beer. The event takes place every Thursday home game throughout the season from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. in our Legends Club. For more information on this or any other exciting offers throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788. This season, Pinch is going green at Regency Furniture Stadium as part of the Blue Crabs Claws for a Cause. With the help of local organizations, the Blue Crabs and Pinch will bring ways for you to do your part and help out the local Southern Maryland community. Be sure to check out all the information at somdbluecrabs.com/claws for a cause.
Hey, this is Sam Runyon, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Sugarland turns to their bullpen once again as Patrick Palmero digs in for the Blue Crabs. This time it'll be the big righty Andrew Johnston. Johnston comes set and delivers. First pitch swung on by Palmero, grounded to Nelson at third. His counterpart picks it up, throws out Palmero to record the first out of the inning here. Johnson threw in the first game of the series as he came in and worked a scoreless 7th inning. Through 1 inning, gave up no hits and recorded 1 strikeout. That was of Zach Wilson back in that game. So he'll face Edwin Garcia here with 1 out, nobody on. Johnston kicks and delivers. Change up in the dirt here. Johnston 6'5", 210, throws from the right side out of St. Louis, Missouri. As he'll face Garcia, who's 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. He delivers a fastball called strike there. Johnston working out of the stretch, out of the bullpen, comes set. Kicks and delivers. That one's fought off down the right field line. The right fielder Benson charging in has enough time as that one hung up and able to make the catch to record the 2nd out of the inning behind his pitcher Johnston. Johnston was drafted by the Colorado Rockies in the 9th round of the 2005 MLB draft. Spent 7 seasons in the Rockies organization, reached as high as AAA in the 2010-2011 seasons. Made his Atlantic League debut in 2013 with the Camden River Sharks before joining Sugarland at the end of 2014. Johnston comes set against Wiggins here. Delivers a fastball low and away. Wiggins had the big shot back in the 5th inning. A grand slam off of Sean Gleason out of the bullpen. Brought the Blue Crabs all the way back into the game. Wiggins takes a fastball called strike here on the inside part of the plate. The Blue Crabs had given up 6 runs in the top of the 5th inning, and the game looked like it could be over as they trailed 10-3. They fought back in the bottom of the inning, including a Wiggins grand slam. He fouls one here down the line and into the seats. The Blue Crabs matched the 6 from Sugarland in the inning and brought the game all the way back to 10-9. Sugarland extended their lead on a Jeremy Barfield home run, making it 11-9, but still just a 2-run game. Very doable for this dangerous Blue Crabs offense, as pretty much everyone 1 through 9 can and has hit a home run this season. Wiggins shoots a ground ball here to the shortstop Sawatsky, who picks it up, fires it on to first for the 3rd out of the inning. So Andrew Johnston works a 1-2-3 inning. He gives up no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Blue Crabs will head to the bullpen once again when we come back. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey, this is Ryan Wiggins, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
This summer, Paint the Park Pink returns to Regency Furniture Stadium on June 17th as your Southern Maryland Blue Crabs take on the New Britain Bees. Be sure to come out and show your support for Maryland Charles Regional Medical Center as they aim to raise awareness for breast cancer. The Blue Crabs will host a post-game jersey auction with all proceeds returning to MCRMC. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Washington sports fans, get ready because August 18th is Washington Sports Night with the Blue Crabs. Friday, August 18th, the Blue Crabs will welcome Screech from the Washington Nationals and Gee Whiz from the Washington Wizards to Regency Furniture Stadium for a night of mascot fun with our very own Pinch. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, visit somdbluecrabs.com or call 301-638-9788.
Make sure you get Dad out to the ballpark on June 18th to celebrate Father's Day as the Blue Crabs finish their series against the New Britain Bees. All fathers will have a chance post-game to participate in the Blue Crabs remote control dig for a chance to win a TV prize package. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or you can call us at 301-638-9788.
Carey, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Baseball on the Blue Crabs Broadcasting Network. Go Blue Crabs!
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as the Blue Crabs trail 11-9, and Jesse Beal has come out of the bullpen and gives up a first pitch hit to Jeremy Barfield as Barfield picks up his 3rd hit of the game. Beal can't be that upset with that one as it was just a single from Barfield, who already had 2 home runs in the game coming into that at-bat. So, Blue Crabs trail 11-9 here in the top of the 8th. Jesse Beal has come out of the bullpen after Cody Hebner worked a scoreless 7th that included 3 strikeouts. Beal gets Benson to foul one off here, straight off of his foot. So Jesse Beal, 6'6", 245 pounds, hard-throwing righty out of Washington, D.C. He's 1-0 on the season with a 0 ERA. Coming into the game, he'd thrown 4 innings, 3 hits, no walks, and 2 strikeouts, including an inning of scoreless work against Sugar Land back in Game 1 of the series. Worked a scoreless 8th that night in a tie ball game. He's on here, gives a look at first, as Barfield has a small lead. Beal comes set and delivers a hard over-the-top fastball on to Patrick Palmero, who picks it up, fires to first to get Benson. It was too slow moving to get the double play, so that will advance Jeremy Barfield to second. Palmero had to charge in on that slow roller and knew he had no shot at Barfield, didn't want to risk anything, just made the out at first. So Beal enters his 8th professional season. This is his first in the Atlantic League. He spent 6 seasons in the Baltimore Orioles organization after being drafted by the Orioles in the 14th round in 2008 out of South County High School. He delivers a fastball inside here that backs Chris Nelson off the plate a little bit. Beal spent his 2016 season as a part of the Sussex County Miners, the Canadian American Association. As he comes set and delivers here, Nelson fouls back. In 2016, Beal went 2-0 with a 2.59 ERA in 22 games. He picked up 5 saves and 31 strikeouts in 24 innings. The hard-throwing righty has served as the 8th inning man, setup man most of the year for closer Cody Epley. Wonder if we'll see Epley today in a non-save situation, as he's thrown the past 2 nights, but last night was just a 1-batter. So Beal comes set, delivers a fastball up and in here. Once again, coming inside to Chris Nelson. Nelson 1 for 3 on the day with 2 runs scored. He walked back in the 4th and singled in the 5th, scoring on both of those. He's ahead of Jesse Beal here, 2-1 with Jeremy Barfield on second. The hard-throwing righty leaves one up here to bring the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. Nelson was a first-round draft pick of the Colorado Rockies, 9th overall back in 2004. Spent 9 seasons in the Rockies organization, including a stint in the major leagues back in 2010. He also made appearances in the majors in 2013 with the Yankees and Angels, and 2014 with the San Diego Padres. As he gets under one here and skies a foul ball back over the press box. Nelson's appeared in 282 career MLB games. He hit .265 with 16 home runs and 100 RBIs, as well as 39 doubles to date in his Major League Baseball career. He's got a full count here with 1 out and a man on second, as Jesse Beal comes set here, gives a look at Barfield, kicks and delivers. That one's a high fly ball to shallow left center field. Vaughn drifting a little bit to his left, a couple steps in, makes the catch for the easy second out here. Jesse Beal has worked around the leadoff single to Barfield, getting the next 2 batters. And that'll bring up another dangerous bat in this Sugar Land lineup. The first baseman today, Travis Scott. Scott 2 for 4 with a home run as well. Hit a 2-run shot back in the 4th inning. He struck out and grounded into a fielder's choice his last at-bat. He had Joe Benson on third. When he rolled one to Patrick Palmero, Benson thought he could beat it, could not, and that went down as a 5-2 fielder's choice. Beal's fastball here, the first pitch tails outside to the lefty Scott. So Beal falls behind the first baseman today, batting in the 6th hole after batting in the cleanup spot in the last 2 games. Scott sends one to deep left field here. Drifting back is Corey Vaughn at the track. It's going to hit off the top of the wall. Vaughn picks it up, throws into second, but not going to be in time, as Travis Scott has a 2-out double to score Barfield from second and extend the Sugarland lead to 12-9. So Beal gives up his first run of the season on a double to Travis Scott with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Southern Maryland now trails 12-9. Jesse Beal looking to get out of this, giving up just 1 as he has a man on second, 2 outs for Anthony Johnsanti. Johnsanti 2 for 4 on the day with 2 singles and 2 runs scored. Beal comes set, kicks and delivers a fastball that stays inside. Johnsanti had hit safely in 7 of his last 8 games coming into today, so 8 of 9. As Beal bounces a curveball here, Wiggins blocks it, keeps it in front of him. Johnsanti spent last season in Bridgeport. He hit .247 with 6 home runs, 35 RBIs, stole 8 bases as well in 91 games for the Bluefish. It's in his 9th professional season. He spent some time in the Chicago Cubs organization as he shoots one foul here over the visiting dugout to bring the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. So he's ahead on the hard-throwing righty, Jesse Beal here. He's already given up 1 run in the inning. As he comes set, gives a look to Scott at second before kicking and delivering a fastball called strike on the bottom half of the zone. Blue Crabs have given up some big innings today. They gave up just 1 in the 3rd. To cut there, the Blue Crabs were leading 3-0 at the time, cut it to 3-1. They gave up the lead in the 4th, trailing 4-3 after giving up 3 in the inning, 2 earned. Then the 6th run 5th came around, and they were down by quite a bit before putting up 6 of their own, bringing the game to 10-9. They gave up 1 in the 6th on a home run to Barfield, and now 1 here in the 8th. As Beal gets a ground ball to Garcia at short, who flips it on to first to record the final out of the inning, but not before the Skeeters add to their lead. They put up 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Blue Crabs come up to bat in the bottom of the 8th, looking to get back into this one. When we come back, they have the top of the lineup. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network. Be sure to join us at select Saturday home games throughout the season as the Blue Crabs light up the Southern Maryland night sky with post-game Saturday night firework extravaganzas. For more information on this event or any other exciting events throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Dr. Milu and the courteous and professional staff at Cancer and Blood Disorders Treatment Center in Waldorf want you to know that for cases of cancer and blood disorders such as anemia, leukemia, and lymphoma, you don't have to travel all the way to D.C. or Baltimore to get high-quality, compassionate care close to home. Established in 1995, Cancer and Blood Disorders Treatment Center offers expertise, experience, and the highest standards needed for successful treatment of cancer and blood disorders. Dr. Milu is excited to be a part of the Blue Crabs family as the new sponsor of the Silver Sluggers program and games for the 2017 season. For more information or to schedule a consultation, call 301-638-1007 or visit cancerandblooddisorderscenter.com.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs want to congratulate Ryan Mulhern on being named the designated hitter on the Blue Crabs' 10-year team. Mulhern was originally drafted by the Cleveland Indians in the 11th round of the 2003 amateur draft. He signed with Southern Maryland in 2011 when he hit .348 with 10 home runs in his first season with the team. In 2 seasons with the Blue Crabs, Mulhern collected 19 home runs, 65 RBIs, and scored 53 runs while appearing in 80 games.
Hey, this is Jesse Beal, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Inside Regency Furniture Stadium, as the Blue Crabs trail 12-9 heading to the bottom of the 8th. They send the leadoff man Gary Brown up to start it off against the closer, Felipe Paulino. It appears Paulino will be asked to go 2 innings here today. as setup man Evan Reed is unavailable after throwing back-to-back days. Paulino had last night off. It looks like he'll be asked to go deep today. He comes set and delivers a 1-0 fastball over the outside to Brown, called strike. Paulino comes on after Andrew Johnston worked a 1-2-3 bottom of the 7th. Through one inning, gave up no hits, no walks. Struck out none as well. So Paulino comes set here for the 1-1. A shot back up the middle from Brown, and that's going to go down as a leadoff single as that lands in shallow center field. Brown's second hit of the day, and he's now 2 for 5. So that'll bring up the second baseman, Danny Muno. Muno 0 for 2 on the day with 2 walks and a run scored. Paulino threw in game 1 of the series in the bottom of the 10th. He worked a scoreless inning, giving up 1 hit and 1 walk, as well as striking out 2 to pick up his 4th save of the season. So with Brown on first, he'll face Muno, who takes a first pitch fastball called strike over the inside part of the plate. Paulino, 6'3", 270 pounds, thrown from the right side out of Pearland, Texas. He comes set here, ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes. As Danny Muno calls time, Paulino tries to throw anyway, but home plate umpire Matt Beaver grants the time. So Muno called time late there. Jose Ortiz has something to say to him. Muno shakes it off and digs back into the left-handed batter's box. Paulino signed in 2003 as an international free agent with the Houston Astros organization. As he comes set here, ahead in the count, no balls, 1 strike to Muno. Gives a look at Brown and delivers a fastball very low in the zone, but a called strike to bring the count to no balls, 2 strikes. Paulino reached the major leagues at the age of 23 in September of 2007 with the Astros, the team that picked him up as the international free agent. He's ahead, no balls and 2 strikes here. As he comes set, gives a look at Brown, and delivers. Muno fouls 1 straight back here to stay alive, no balls and 2 strikes. Paulino spent 6 seasons around the MLB with the Astros, Colorado Rockies, Kansas City Royals, and Chicago White Sox. He threw in 97 career Major League games. He made 63 starts. He was a starter on his way up through the farm system and most of his Major League career. He comes set for the 0-2 to Muno, who fouls with 1 off down the first base line once again. In his 63 starts, 97 games, Paulino compiled a 13-34 record with a 5.22 ERA, 373 strikeouts in 403 innings. So he's ahead of Muno here, no balls, 2 strikes still. As Muno's fouled off 3 in a row, he comes set and delivers. That one's fouled back once again as Danny Muno's fighting to stay alive in this at-bat. He's been struggling at the plate, but he's done a good job of staying alive in at-bats and trying to fight around. Paulino's last Major League appearance came in April 18th, 2014. Pitched 3.2 innings against the Texas Rangers, gave up 13 hits and 10 runs, took a loss before getting sent down. But Paulino comes set here, drops a curveball off of home plate for another ball. He spent 2016 in AAA of the Cleveland Indians organization. He posted a 1-1 record with a 2.77 ERA in 10 games pitched for the AAA affiliate Columbus Clippers. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He comes set, gives a look at Brown at first, and delivers a changeup that Muno's out in front of. And Danny Muno goes down on strikes for the 2nd time today. The first out here in the 8th inning. Rob Carson is up and throwing in the Blue Crabs bullpen. It appears that he'll be handed the ball in the ninth with the task of keeping the score right where it is, wherever that score may be, as the Blue Crabs have a man on first and head to the heart of their lineup as Zach Wilson digs in. Wilson 1 for 4 so far on the day. He doubled back in the first and scored a run on a sacrifice fly from Zach Cohn. First pitch curveball from Paulino stays up and inside. So far in the season for the Skeeters, Paulino has a 5-1 record. He's given up 3 hits, or he's thrown 5.1 innings, I should say. 0-0 record with 4 saves. He's given up 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 home run, 2 walks, posted 7 strikeouts in those 5.1 innings of work. He comes set, bounces a curveball here to bring the count to 2 balls, no strikes. He's thrown in 5 games. 4 of those games were games finished, including a save in the opening game of this series I mentioned earlier in the bottom of the 10th inning. So Paulino has Brown on first here as he comes set. Kicks and delivers another fastball outside. Kids starting to file out of the stadium as they have to head back to school, as we've turned the page on the 3rd hour of baseball here at 10:35 start time. It's now 1:40 as Paulino comes set behind 3-0 in the count to Zach Wilson. Wilson taking all the way. Gets a strike call there. 3 balls, 1 strike. Zach Wilson led the Blue Crabs in RBIs last season with 70. He struggled thus far this season, but does have 5 RBIs coming into the game today. As he shoots one down the third base line, foul here. So that'll run the count full, as Wilson was a little bit early on an off-speed pitch from Paulino there. So with a full count and 1 out, we'll see if the speedy Gary Brown is off from first. Paulino comes set. Gives a look at Brown, who's on the move. A big jump, but that one misses away. So Gary Brown will advance to second anyway on the walk. Another walk for Zach Wilson. And that'll bring in the first baseman, Michael Snyder, as the potential tying run here. Snyder's reached base in all 4 at-bats. He's 2 for 3. Reached on an error in the first, doubled in the third before being stranded at third, and then doubled in the 5th as part of a 6-run inning. He walked back in the 6th inning, just his 2nd walk of the season. Stranded at second after a 6-4-3 double play into the inning. So Snyder digs in as the potential tying run with runners on first and second. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The wind has shifted, now moving from right to left. The normal set here at Regency Furniture Stadium. Pushing balls out over the mini monster as Snyder took a fastball there to get ahead in the count. 1 ball, no strikes. Snyder homered in the bottom of the 8th last inning. He took a fastball from Evan Reed, the normal setup man, to deep center field over the Blue Moon sign out in center for his first home run of the season. He said it couldn't have happened at a better time. I can't imagine a better time for his second than right now. Paulino comes set. Snyder takes a big cut there. Just missed it as he fouled that one straight back. Snyder led the team in home runs last season when he was voted an all-star. He hit .304 with 25 home runs in 95 games played. Struggled with injury a little bit. Missed some time. So he's got a 1-1 count here with 1 out. Runners on first and second. Against the normal closer for Felipe Paulino, who's been asked to work the 8th here. Snyder takes a cut on that one and rolls it foul as he was out in front of that curveball from Paulino. So Snyder falls behind in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Paulino steps off the mound. Resets with his catcher Ortiz. He's ahead 1 ball and 2 strikes here. So he takes a long look in at Ortiz before Snyder calls time. Paulino and Ortiz appear to be not on the same page a little bit. We've seen that a number of times today. But he comes set here. Gives a look at second. Kicks and delivers the 1-2. A curveball swung on. Ripped to left field by Snyder. That's going to get down in front of the left fielder. Gary Brown will come around to score from second. And Michael Snyder is on base for the 5th time today. A 1-out single plates Brown from second and advances Zach Wilson up to second. And runners remain on first and second with 1 out for the left fielder, Corey Vaughn. Vaughn is 1 for 2 on the day with 2 walks and a run scored. Vaughn has 1 home run on the season, coming in the bottom of the 6th inning in a 7-inning doubleheader. He has a chance here as he's the go-ahead run here in the bottom of the 8th as he digs in with runners on first and second, just 1 out. First pitch fastball from Paulino catches the low outside corner for strike 1. Carson's still the only action in the Blue Crabs bullpen. It appears he'll serve as the 9th inning man, whether they're trailing 12-10 or if Vaughn were to get a hold of one and take the lead, Carson would get the save opportunity. That's a change up there from Paulino that bounces in the dirt, but Ortiz drops and blocks it, keeps it in front of him as he took it off the chest there to hold the runners right where they are, not wanting to advance the tying run in the form of Michael Snyder at first base up into scoring position. Snyder not necessarily known for his speed, but does a good job at reading balls in the gap. If Vaughn were able to find a gap, Snyder might be able to score and tie the game. A fastball there from Paulino skips by his catcher and advances Snyder to second and Wilson over to third. As a wild pitch there moves 2 runners into scoring position for Corey Vaughn with just 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Paulino's behind in the count, 2 balls, 1 strike. Ortiz telling him he's good from home plate. Maybe a quick discussion as well on whether to put Vaughn in and try to force a double play as Zach Cohn grounded into a 6-4-3 to end the 6th inning last time he was up. Looks like they're going to attack Vaughn as Paulino comes set on the 2-1 pitch. Kicks and delivers. That one shot down the third base line, but drifts foul into the Blue Crabs bullpen once again. Vaughn struggled thus far this season. He struggled with a hand injury in spring training and has taken a little bit of time to grow accustomed to the Atlantic League pitching, as he is hitting just 175 coming into today, but he is 1 for 2 already with a double. A curveball here buckles the knees of Vaughn, but misses low to run the count to 3 balls, 2 strikes. So Vaughn has a full count here with 2 runners in scoring position and first base open. We'll see if Paulino elects to attack him here and keep something in the zone or try to get him chasing and get himself out. The closer comes set, gives a look at third, winds and delivers a fastball low and away as he tried to go after him but didn't have the control there, as that will load the bases once again for the Blue Crabs. And in steps the right fielder, Zach Cohn. As Gary Gaetti heads out to the mound, the manager for Sugarland will see what his move is here as he goes to talk with his closer. He takes the ball from him as Sugarland's going to go to the bullpen once again with the bases loaded. We'll get you the details when we come back. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network. So back here inside Regency Furniture Stadium, as Sugarland has turned to the bullpen once again with the bases loaded. Just one out here in the bottom of the eighth, as Mark Haynes is on to face Zach Cohn. Cohn 1 for 3 on the day so far with a sacrifice fly, 2 RBIs to this point in the game, as he takes a first pitch fastball up and in from Haynes. The normal closer for Sugarland, Felipe Paulino, was brought on to pitch this 8th inning. He recorded just 1 out, a strikeout of Danny Muno, gave up a run, and is responsible for all 3 runners on base right now as he exits. So Haynes comes set as that one's shot in to right field, a high fly ball. The runner from third will tag as that throw comes into second. Runners from second and third both tagging as Zach Wilson scores to bring it to a 1-run game, and Michael Snyder advances to third. Zach Cohn with a second sacrifice fly of the day picks up his 3rd RBI and brings in the man who would like nothing better than to tie this game or potentially give the Blue Crabs a lead, Patrick Palmero, against his former team, the Sugarland Skeeters. Palmero's 0 for 3 with a walk on the day. He brings a 2-game hitting streak against his former team into this game. He was 3 for 7 on the series coming in with a home run back in Game 1. So he digs in here against Mark Haynes, who comes set, snaps off a curveball in the dirt here for ball 1. Palmero was 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored in last night's game. If he were able to double here, good speed on first in the form of Corey Vaughn, who sits as the go-ahead run with the tying run. Michael Snyder, just a wild pitcher, pass ball away at third. Haynes delivers a fastball inside here to Palmero to run the count to 2 balls and no strikes. Should Palmero reach base, Edwin Garcia waits on deck. Garcia's 1 for 3 on the day with a run scored as well. So Palmero ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes, a dangerous fastball hitter, as he already has 2 home runs on the season. He's in a fastball count here. We'll see if Haynes elects to try to get him chasing or does give him what he wants. He comes set, gives a look at Vaughn at first for winding and delivering a fastball that Palmero checks his swing on, but a called strike anyway by the home plate umpire will bring the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Palmero saw the fastball he wanted, but got a little bit of a late jump on that and ended up taking it to bring the count to 2-1 with 2 outs here and runners on the corners. Haynes gives a look back at Vaughn once again before winding and delivering a 2-1. That ball's fouled off out of play over the visiting dugout to even the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Palmero leads the Blue Crabs in RBIs at 8 as Ortiz calls time and jogs out to the mound to have a discussion with his pitcher. Quick conference with Haynes as Ortiz is content and walks back. We saw Haynes in Game 1 of the series. He worked a scoreless 8th inning of that 10-inning game. He came in and struck out Snyder, Vaughn, and Cone in order. Counts even here, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 runners on to Patrick Palmero as Haynes comes set, delivers a fastball that tails up and in to Palmero. Palmero on the season has 3 walks, but has coupled that with a team-high 15 strikeouts coming into the game. So very boom or bust from Patrick Palmero, as it's a 3-2 count here. Vaughn will be off from first, meaning a ball in the gap will undoubtedly score him. So Haynes comes set for the payoff pitch, winds and delivers a fastball, misses low and away. A walk to Patrick Palmero, his second of the day, loads the bases for the second time today, as in comes Edwin Garcia. Garcia 1 for 3 on the day. He walked back in that 5th inning to load the bases and score a run, as Vaughn was on third at the time and was forced home by the walk to Garcia, which allowed the Ryan Wiggins grand slam. Tying run on third, go-ahead run in the form of Corey Vaughn on second, an insurance run by Patrick Palmero at first, and Edwin Garcia at the plate. Haynes comes set, kicks and delivers. That one shot back up the middle. Garcia checks his swing. Haynes elects to throw home, as Garcia tried to bail out of the way of that one, but made contact and dribbled it back up the middle, as Haynes picks it up and records the 3rd out of the inning. So Felipe Paulino came in and struggled, as the Blue Crabs put up 2 runs in the inning on 2 hits, 3 walks, no errors, and they strand the bases loaded. We're headed to the 9th as Rob Carson's out of the bullpen. When we come back, you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Cancer and Blood Disorders Treatment Center in Waldorf is your new sponsor of the Silver Sluggers program on Tuesday nights all season long. Silver Sluggers members receive tickets to every Tuesday night game, including the 4th of July, a commemorative t-shirt, they get to play baseball bingo during the games, and much more. Guests can even learn more about how CBDTC can help you at their table located on the concourse every Tuesday night. For more information on the Silver Sluggers, visit somdbluecrabs.com. And for more information on the wonderful life-saving work that Dr. Milo and his staff do, call them today at 301-638-1007. Cancer and Blood Disorders Treatment Center. High quality, compassionate care, close to home. Blue Crabs fans, be sure to come out to the ballpark on Saturday night, June 3rd, as the Blue Crabs celebrate halfway to Small Business Saturday. On this day, the team will honor local small businesses by allowing them to showcase their goods and services on the stadium concourse. Then, post-game, the Blue Crabs will celebrate Halloween in June, inviting children and families onto the Regency Furniture Stadium field for a candy drop. That's right, a helicopter will fly in and drop candy all over the outfield for everyone to enjoy. For more information, visit somdbluecrabs.com or call 301-638-9788.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs would like to congratulate Jim Ed Warden on being named the closer on the Blue Crabs' 10-year team. Warden was originally drafted by the Cleveland Indians in the 6th round of the 2001 MLB Amateur Draft. He signed with Southern Maryland in 2009, where he picked up 13 saves with a 1.12 ERA in 17 appearances. Over 6 seasons with the team, Warden appeared in 284 games and collected a Blue Crabs record 134 saves.
Hey, this is Cody Epley, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back here in the top of the ninth, the Blue Crabs turned to Rob Carson out of the bullpen to keep the score right where it is. They trail 12-11 as Carson comes out of the bullpen and delivers a first pitch strike to the center fielder, Derek Miller. The big lefty comes set, delivers another fastball, swung on, fouled back. Carson's last appearance came on the 30th of April against Bridgeport. On the season, he's worked 3.1 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, just one of those runs earned. He's walked 3 and struck out 3. So he misses a fastball high here. Carson has a 1-0 record with a 2.7 ERA coming into today. The lefty comes set on the 1-2, working out of the stretch to the leadoff man Miller and drops a changeup low in the zone. Carson came on for Jesse Beal, who worked the 8th. He threw 1 inning, gave up 2 hits, 1 run, as Jeremy Barfield led off with a single and a Travis Scott double scored him from second. So Carson reaches back here and jams Miller a little bit on a fastball. That'll keep the count right where it is at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Carson, with normal closer Cody Epley out of commission, will be given the 9th here as he gets Miller to foul it off again. We've seen Epley throw the 9th inning pretty much every night, regardless of save situation or not. In close games, that is. But having thrown back-to-back days, it appears that John Harris is going to leave him out of this one and rely on the other guys in the bullpen as Carson misses one low here on a changeup to bring the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Miller 2 for 3 on the day with 2 runs scored. One of those came on a 3-run home run back in the 5th inning, and he walks here, reaching base for the 4th time in 5 at-bats. So the leadoff man aboard. That'll bring in the catcher today, Jose Ortiz, to face Carson. Carson 6'4", 240, southpaw out of Ventura, California. Spent the end of last season with Southern Maryland. As he steps off the back of the mound here, resets himself. Picks off first, but not in time as Miller gets underneath that. Carson enters his 11th professional season. He was acquired by the Blue Crabs last June 1st from Bridgeport. Carson kicks and delivers. That one swung on and missed, fouled off. Fouled straight back to Wiggins. He appeared in 36 games for Southern Maryland last year, compiled a 3.50 ERA, and recorded 54 strikeouts in 46.1 innings. Carson makes the move over to first, not in time as he nearly got Miller there, towing the line on the balk, the 45-degree angle. Carson used about 44 of it right there. Almost got Miller. And he comes back set, ahead in the count, no balls, 1 strike, as he misses that fastball up and away. Carson was drafted by the Mets in the 14th round back in 2007 out of Hattiesburg High School. As he kicks and delivers. Fastball called strike over the outside part of the plate there. In his first 2 seasons, he played for the Mets Rookie League teams, recording a 2.15 ERA with 55 strikeouts over those 2 courses of the season. He was called up to the major leagues back in 2012 as he gets one fouled off here. And the count will remain where it is at 1 ball and 2 strikes. The speedy Derek Miller on first has been frozen by Carson's move. Not able to get much of a jump. So as I was saying, Carson drafted in the 14th round of the 2007 draft by the Mets out of Hattiesburg, Mississippi, Hattiesburg High School. Made his major league debut on May 18th, 2012, as he throws the 1-2 changeup, misses inside. He worked a scoreless inning against the Toronto Blue Jays that day, giving up just one base runner, a walk. In his major league career, that one, a high fly ball to Vaughn, who makes the catch as Miller was on his way to second but will have to retreat. As Jose Ortiz goes down as the first out in the inning. As I was saying, in his major league career to date, he's appeared in 31 games. His ERA sits at 6.82 in 33 innings of work. He has 13 strikeouts in 33 major league innings so far. He has one out here, and the lineup is turned over as the leadoff man Josh Prince will step back in. Carson delivers a fastball low and inside here. Miller on first after a leadoff walk from Carson. He comes set, misses inside with a changeup. Carson made his Atlantic League debut back in 2015 with Bridgeport. He was still a starter at the time. He went 7-3 with a 2.88 ERA and 23 appearances. Miller off on the pitch. Will stay at second as Prince rolls over one to third, and Palmero picks it up and makes the play. So, Josh Prince advances Derek Miller into scoring position here, as Carson now has 2 outs in the inning. Back in 2015 with Bridgeport, I was saying, 7-3 record, 2.88 ERA, pitched in 23 games and made 12 starts. Recorded 80 strikeouts in 78 innings. He struggled for Bridgeport at the start of the 2016 season before moving on to Southern Maryland, where we went over his stats a second ago. So he misses a first pitch fastball here, low and away, to Lance Zawadzki. So far in the season, Carson 1-0 with a 2.7 ERA and 4 appearances, 3.1 innings. Tries to drop a changeup here in the lefty-lefty matchup, but it stays inside as he's behind Zawadzki, 2 balls, no strikes. He would love to end it here in the lefty-lefty matchup and not have to face the designated hitter Jeremy Barfield. As Carson winds and delivers, Zawadzki fouls one off of his front foot there, and the count will go to 2 balls and 1 strike. Barfield waiting in the wings on deck. He's 3 for 5 already with 2 home runs. He led off both the 5th and the 6th inning with home runs before leading off the 8th with a single and scoring his 3rd run of the game. So Carson behind, 2 balls, 1 strike, comes set, winds and delivers. Zawadzki checks his swing but doesn't go around, as that'll bring the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. Zawadzki 0 for 5 on the day coming into this at-bat, as Carson winds and delivers a big cut from the shortstop once again. Carson looks to get out of the man on second 2-out jam that he's created by a leadoff walk to Derek Miller and not have to face Jeremy Barfield. A ground ball there, a high chopper to Danny Muno, who makes the catch, flips on to Snyder at first, and Rob Carson works a scoreless top of the 9th. The Blue Crabs come up looking to tie the game, potentially walk it off when we return. They bring up Ryan Wiggins, Gary Brown, and Danny Muno. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey, this is Justin DeFreitas, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as we head to the bottom of the ninth. Blue Crabs trailing just 12-11 as Mark Haynes returns to the mound for another inning of work as he delivers a first pitch called strike to Ryan Wiggins. Wiggins 1 for 4 on the day so far, but a grand slam back in the 5th inning. Plated 4 and brought the Blue Crabs within 1 run. As Haynes delivers a changeup there, swung on check swing but no swing. Brings it to 1-1. Haynes in his second inning of work as he had to come on in relief of Felipe Paulino, who recorded just 1 out back in the 8th inning. A big cut there from Wiggins on a fastball up in the zone. Swung on and missed. So the count's 1-2 to Wiggins. As Haynes stares in out of the windup, kicks and delivers. A shot back up the middle from Ryan Wiggins. And a leadoff single for the Blue Crabs. Has them in business. Manager John Harris calls time as it appears we're going to send in a pinch runner here to get a little more speed on the bases. As the new acquisition for Southern Maryland, utility man Jose Lozada has come into the game to pinch run for Wiggins, who finishes the day 2 for 5. The normal everyday starter Mike Blank is out in the bullpen getting ready. Should this game go extra innings, Blank will sub on and catch, as Wiggins did his job today, hitting a grand slam and getting on base here in the 9th, as Gary Brown steps in as the potential winning run. Haynes immediately tests Lozada, throwing over, gets back safely. This is Lozada's first appearance for the Blue Crabs. He was acquired just yesterday, a little bit before the game. Did not appear in last night's game as he digs in over there at first. Brown squares around the bunt, lays one down the first base line as the catcher Ortiz lets that roll foul and knocks it out. So Haynes had to come on in relief of Paulino. Paulino came in, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. He recorded 1 strikeout, the only out he got, as well as walking 2. He left with the bases loaded. Haynes gave up a sacrifice fly that scored one of them, but then stranded the bases loaded after a walk of his own on an Edwin Garcia chopper back up the middle to himself. So Brown behind in the count, no balls, 1 strike, as Haynes throws back over to first to check on Lozada once again. It appears that Brown is going to attempt to sacrifice bunt here and move Lozada into scoring position for Danny Muno, where a single could tie the game. Brown squares around early once again, pushes one down the first base line. It's fielded by Haynes, I should say, who picks it up and flips it onto the second baseman, Prince, covering, as Gary Brown does his job on a sac bunt to advance Jose Lozada into scoring position with Danny Muno and Zach Wilson. The next 2 batters for Southern Maryland. So Muno steps in again as the winning run here in the bottom of the 9th. Lozada in scoring position as the tying run out at second. So Haynes comes set, gives a look at Lozada. Winds and delivers. That fastball misses inside. No one holding at second base, so a decent lead here. And a shot to the outfield could potentially score, as the corner outfielders are both relatively deep. The only one shallow is the center fielder Miller, who has the speed to make up for it over his head, not wanting to lose the game on a potential inside the park home run deep into the gap. The corner outfielders are back, but Muno takes that one, and the count goes to 2 balls and no strikes here. Crowd has thinned out on Baseball and Education Day as the kids all had to go back to school. But the announced attendance today, 4,119. highest of the season so far for Southern Maryland, as Haynes delivers another fastball high. Today's game topped the opening game of the year, in which the Blue Crabs put up nearly 4,000 in attendance, their first game. Today with the baseball and education, they topped that. So Muno with a 3-0 count here, taking all the way as that one misses high. The catcher Ortiz came up like he was going to snap throw to second, but with nobody there, holds on to it, and Danny Muno draws a walk, his third walk of the day, and puts runners on first and second for Zach Wilson, where a ball in the gap could end it. So Wilson digs in with the winning run on first base, tying run in the form of Jose Lozada at second. Wilson's got to find a way to get on base, or at least get it to Michael Snyder on deck, who's reached base all 5 times today so far. Haynes comes set, a deep fly ball that gets caught up in the wind a little bit. Miller drifting back makes the easy catch, as the runners can't tag on that. Didn't quite get deep enough. The wind was able to knock it down and keep it shallow enough that Lozada just waited halfway to see if Miller would make the catch. So the last chance for the Blue Crabs comes in the local hometown hero, last year All-Star Michael Snyder. Snyder is 3 for 4 on the day so far with a walk, 2 doubles, and a run scored. He reached base in all 5 at-bats, as an error by the third baseman Nelson got him on in the first. So he digs in with 2 outs, the tying run on second, winning run on first. As he checks his swing here, rolls one towards first, picked up by Scott, who flips it on to Haynes covering, and Michael Snyder records the 3rd out of the game. Blue Crabs fought back valiantly, but not quite enough here, as they'll drop this one 12-11 on what was a crazy afternoon here on a Wednesday at Regency Furniture Stadium. Blue Crabs lose 12-11. They fall behind in the 4-game series 2-1 against Sugarland. They drop to 6-7 on the year. Sugarland improves to 6-7. They're once again tied in the Freedom Division. Southern Maryland drops to 1-4 in day games, as they've struggled outside of the night skies. They drop to 1-2 on the year against Sugarland, as this is their first series with the Skeeters. This is another 1-run game, as they won last night's game, a 1-run game, 3-2. Jeremy Barfield, the big hero today for Sugarland, as he went 3 for 5 with 2 home runs and a single and a run scored. He scored 3 runs while driving in 2, both of them solo shots on the home runs. 7 home runs on the day, as Sugarland's Travis Scott hit 1. In the 5th inning alone, Sugarland hit 3. Barfield led off with 1. Center fielder Derek Miller hit 1. And Josh Prince hit the last one in the inning. Sugarland hit another one again with Barfield in the 6th inning leading off. Southern Maryland had a leadoff home run from Gary Brown and a home run from Ryan Wiggins, a grand slam in the bottom of the 5th inning. So the ball was jumping out of Regency Furniture Stadium during the day game today, but Southern Maryland not able to recover, as the loss will be handed to the starter Pat Mish. Sean Gleason will be credited with the win, and the save is going to go to Mark Haynes in 1.2 innings of work. Haynes gave up no runs, just the one inherited runner. Southern Maryland drops the game 12-11. We're back with Game 4 of the series finale tomorrow night, 6:35. The Blue Crabs will send all-time wins leader Daryl Thompson to the mound to face off against Zach Zinicola for Sugarland. Thompson on the year 1-1 with a 2.08 ERA. He's given up 3 runs in 13 innings of work. His counterpart Zinicola 0-2 with a 6.30 ERA. He's given up 11 runs, 7 earned, and 10 innings of work for Sugarland, and lost both of his starts so far. Both of them will go out for their third start of the season tomorrow. First pitch scheduled for 6:35. We'll be live here at 6:30 at Regency Furniture Stadium. Thank you for tuning in. Again, I'm Brandon Belanda. Final score, Sugarland Skeeters 12, Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 11. We'll see you tomorrow at 6:30.